Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. When a day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part, when we get it on. I'm addicted, no denying it, 'cause you don't cross my mind, you live in it. I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need.
I'm about to get 30. Your last one made you 30. Now you get yourself a freaking little dude. In the mood 24/7, 16 out 11. So you're making it, but I'ma just stop. Stop for a moment. Do you really think that I'ma fuck you while I'm sober? I'm not. Taking Uber to your hotel, eating like a local, 'cause you're calling back while I shut down.
You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Still got a hold on me. Even without you here. Still got a hold on me. Even without you here. Still got a hold on me. Still got a hold on me. Even without you here. Nothing changes, just nothing changed. Still got a hold on me. Nothing changes.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. I am back here again. Dalaran, Zero Sleep, McGee. How you guys all doing today? We got ourselves more 5v5 1v1 duels as this evening, boys. This time for the EU region. Now is the time to hop in. We're gonna get the groups listed here in LFG in just a moment here, unless they're already listed. If somebody already got one going. But yeah, how y'all doing? What y'all been up to this week, man? What's everybody doing this weekend so far? I guess it is still it is a weekend, right? Friday. I guess it is already the beginning of the weekend. Y'all playing Classic? Y'all playing that season of Discovery? Or are y'all doing some retail stuff? Because patch 2 is still fresh. Fairly fresh. How y'all doing though? What's up, Alex? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. We got us a Suzy, we got us a Brago, Gamies, we got us a Damien, we got Kren, the beautiful MKiv, FaZe. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got ourselves more 5V5 1s tonight. Groups are going to be listed as per usual in the LFG Raids Legacy. I got to switch it over from our classic stream, don't I? You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, chat. You about to say it. I'm going to say it. What I'm going to say? Yo, classic. Is actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it is fun with friends. I don't think I would end up playing, like, I'm having fun with Season of Discovery, right? Discovering the runes and learning about all the new stuff, right? And getting to mess around with stuff. That's fun. I just don't think I'd enjoy it for more than a week. Unless I knew that I had homies to play with. And having you boys join me on the EU, I feel like, honestly, makes me excited for the entire experience. So, if you guys do end up playing, have fun trying to join our server, because apparently Lone Wolf over on the EU is locked. It is big. It is magnanimous. We gotta get a Griff in here, apparently. Griff, I still retain the right to ban either Rogues or Griff, depending how the duels go tonight, man. I still retain that right wholeheartedly. All right. I'm not saying you gotta play in a very specific way. You do whatever you like, but like, you know what? If you're just doing you and I'm just doing me, and then I'm like, I don't really like you doing you, so I'm gonna just do me. Hope you don't mind. But let's give this man a couple of 1v5s, and then we can just like get him out of here, maybe. You know what I mean? Potentially. I don't know. Maybe the duels will go well, and Griff won't be like just slamming people left and right. This group is ready. Who do I have here on Real ID besides Griff? Jareem, do I have you added? Baron, do I have you added? Who here is on my real friends list besides Griffka? Because otherwise I give Griff the lead. Yo, oh man, you're the best gal. Love to watch the shows. What's up, Alex? Love having you here, my guy. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? Yo, that's a big realm we're on, huh? How did that happen? That was a good call. I am glad you chose Lone Wolf. I think it was you that said, yo, Lone Wolf sounds good. Even just the name of it sounds so good. Lone Wolf. What a good realm. It is packed. We're probably never, ever going to be able to play it, ever. I tried to log in for like some footage stuff because I'm actually getting some footage on Classic. I don't know why, I don't know how, but we're doing it. Yo, I want to get you guys in. I'll do it in a second. I just got to give somebody the lead. What do I have added here on lead? Shweppies? Do I have Shweppies? Do I have Jareem added? Who do I have here added besides Griff? Oh no. Am I gonna have to pass it to Griff? Because I feel like if I pass it to Griff, like, Griff is stuck. We're stuck with Griffka then. If he's the lead. Oh no. Oh no. Talrion! I'm gonna ask to see if he wants to join us. It's Horde dominated. Yes! We picked the right faction. Actually, even if it was Alliance dominated, I would have been okay with it, honestly. Apparently another guy, Loopy, of my real ID, is also in that realm, and he's Alliance. And he's like, please don't gank. I'm like, no. It's on point. Make me lead. I will play aggressive. You don't gotta promise me nothing. Can you add me? I'll add your Shweppies. I'll add your Shweppies. Shweppies, I like that name. Oh, I did it wrong, Shweppies. I meant to add you. Do this, Shweppies. The list is from Real ID. What's your Real ID? What's your Real ID, friend? Are you Shweppies? Like, if I look here and I find Shweppies, Shadows, no dad gang. Rest in peace, man. Same, honestly. Nosy, I like that name. Gotcha. Cool, your lead. So what I need you to do is delist the group and just keep me up to date how many people you got in your group, and I'll take care of everything, Nosy. I'll take care of literally everything. I will join your group. You'll pass me lead if you ever need more bodies, and I'll take care of everything. Where are you? There you are. Schweppes from Duels smiley face. I'm just gonna give you smiley face just so it's impossible for me to remove you. Hold the fort, my guy. I'm gonna make a second group real quick. Or not. Okay. Or apparently I can't. Hold on. Or yeah, I can. Hold on. My brain is gonna take a second here to adjust and get groups going. Second group is active, by the way. If you guys want to join in, it is up. I had at least 2 of you try and join in. This guy, and there's a priest somewhere out there. There you are. There you beautiful. Oh, you got the master channeler. I was gonna say that might actually be a really good talent too. That 100% mana increase is a little weird. Cobra is back in. Holy Saya is back in. Cobra. I like that. It's almost like Cobrak, but it's just Cobra, like Cobra. With an E though at the end. Grem... Your name is Gremlin? And you look like a Gremlin. You look good. I like the big old head with the horns. I like how, like, disproportionately big that is compared to the rest of your character. It's, like, comical, but I kind of want to see this man own. You know what I mean? Is Ikarius in? Yo, get in here, my guy. Let's go. We got ourselves a squad. Wait. Hold on. I got too excited. Hold on. Now you're in. We got ourselves a squad, boys. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Holy Saya. Wait. I can do this for you. You know, I actually like this song. I don't even know what they're singing about, but I like it a lot. Alrighty. So I got... Nosy. Let me do this real quick, Nosy. I'm gonna send you a quick whisper. It's nothing special, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna send you a whisper just so I can, like, do drag you out here. That's all it is. And then Holy Saya, where you at? Breeze ass. Breeze ass. Breeze ass. Here we go. I shouldn't whistle in the house. It's like an old school Russian saying, don't whistle in the house or you'll whistle away all of your money. Is that like, do you Europeans, have your parents ever said like, don't whistle at home? You'll whistle away all your cash? Was that like a thing? Or is it just like, or is that not a thing? Nosy. And Breeze as 5. I messed up somewhere. So I am exhausted today, chat. But what else is new, right? But like really badly exhausted. I've woken up. I went to bed not as early as I wanted to, but still fairly early, but kind of between late and early. And I woke up at 8 in the morning. I had about 4 hours of sleep, I think. Or 5, 4, maybe 3. I don't even remember how long I was in bed until like I actually passed out. So for the last 2 nights, I've had like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And like when I'm awake, I am awake. Right. I'm like, when I woke up, that's it. That's all. My body cannot sleep more. I am in. I don't know what's the song. I can't click the links. I can't really do the links or nothing. Did it work, by the way? Okay, we gotta go again. Queuing your boys up. Get us in here. Put us in the screensaver nostalgia. In screen for nostalgia. I'll need to look it up, but like typing out every single like piece of it. Oh, that's gonna be a second, my man. I might not be able to for the day. Oh, my attention span is all over the place. It's just, we're exhausted. We're walking into here, just absolutely exhausted. Come in, Zagreb. What's up, Max? How you doing, pal? How you doing, my man? Hey, what's up, my guy? Kobrak, legendary torrent, the snakes. Exactly. Cowbrak. Kobre, здорово, друг. Kobre, back in these, man. Kobre, I like it. Kobre. You could just really roll that R just for the fun of it. But I'm not gonna do it too much, though. That's gonna be obnoxious, isn't it? Alrighty, boys. First duel. Where's that at? First duel of the night in the 5V5 1v1 arena. Switch. Got ourselves Gremlin. I might call you Gremlin. So, I apologize ahead of time, but Gremlin in here, we got Holy Saya back in this deathly looking paladin. It almost looked like a shield there for a second. Hollow, I like that name. Hollow the Shadow Priest. Not is going to be first up, and we got ourselves Cobra over on the Destro Warlock. Over in Team 2, we got ourselves Anthrax Blade. That looks kind of good. I like that mug. We got us this Baron, we got us this Grifka, Jareem, and Schweppy's going to be first up. Anti-magic shell for him really early. Popping full CDs. It's going to be a zone down by Not as he's going in for a silence on Schweppy's. Man is actually strangling. He can't do much. How about you go for a deathback trick to follow? Not is not in a great spot. Oh, Schweppy's just turning it around on the guy, clawing him down bit by bit, and he's just sitting down trying to catch up as much food as he can. Trying to see if he can fight through the death pack really quick, but holy, not gonna give this man an opportunity. Quick stun. Shreppy's does catch up at least a little bit of healing, couple of death strikes, has himself a trinket. Unless he already used it, I don't think he has one. Looks like he did use it. MS last second gonna be gripped. Shreppy's trying to claw back whatever health he can, but against Holy Saya, unless he's got himself mad healing, maybe Lichborn with Death Claws, there's only so much he can do. Holy Saya looking to end this duel right now. Blind by the DK, but the hammer is already midair, slamming down into the Death Knight fairly quickly with Holy Saya and Grifka. Does he realize he's versus a rogue? Gouged by Griff into a full kidney. Bubble immediately for Holy, trying to see if he can maybe run the rogue out of town. The rogue sprinting out of it. Look at that movement speed. Do you know that right now rogues, when they sprint, they're running at 200% movement speed because of a quick talent called Lightfoot, I think it's called. It basically just gives sprint a bit more duration, I think, as well as increase. I know it gives you increased movement speed, but I think it's also duration. Griff picking up the eye to make sure the Holy Side doesn't get it. Gonna be a stun trick out of Griff as he does get hit with a full Hodge. Holy with yet another kinder shot. That's gonna be yet another trinket out of the pallet, or another out, I guess, by the Paladin. The last time it was a bubble. Wings are available. Griff with a blind, got himself evasion. Does not want to fight into a Paladin full of wings unless Holy Side can somehow catch a glimpse on Griff. Does somehow hit him with a final wreck around the corner. Griff with a gouge, maybe trying to see if he can set up yet another kidney shot. Blessing protection could be out for Saya. Does Blessing a Sanctum with the shield of Vengeance to follow. He's going to be able to survive the secret technique out of Griff as he goes in for advantage, unless there's a dot on the rogue. And then he gets himself a full clean reset. Holy does have another set of eyes available. Could just cam the eyes. And looks like that's exactly what he's going to go for. Griff sitting down. No, I was thinking he was going to sit down for some food because they do have Jareem over on the team too with Griff. But Holy tried to see if he can camp out the eye. He's trying to see if he can counter Griff's vanish. What Griff could do here is sap Siam. Pick up the eye himself. Blessing protection. Got himself a sepsis with a big slow on the Paladin. Hand of freedom at the ready. Griff just trying to see if he could run it out. Blessing protection is still on Saya, but that sepsis is doing a little bit of damage to all their armor. Wake of Ashes, I believe, does connect with Griff, denying him the proper reset. Consecration right around the corner. Got himself the gouge. Has himself a kidney shot at the ready. And Saya, question is, do you have any outs? Actually, no, not even a kidney shot. This is where Saya trying to commit some damage. Next Hodge could be huge, or next stun either. Stun is going to be onto Grifka. Does Saya have enough damage to fight through Grifka? Final wreck right after. Big hammer flying down. That's going to be that wall. Griff with no help whatsoever. Has himself a cheat death vanish available to him. Gouge just give himself an out with his Shadow Meld, trying to make sure he doesn't give himself that vanish out a little bit early. Holy Saya looks like if he is playing a dot build, those dots are not lasting long enough on the rogue to keep him out in the spotlight. Another eye should be coming back up soon-ish here as Griff bows behind the pillar, sitting down for food. Saya can't do nothing about this, says the rogue got food. That's all he can do is wait out for the eye. Griff on the fast approach. Saya, no more immunities left. Maybe has a trinket coming back up. Bubble recuperating little by little. Griff trying to see if he can get himself a ghost. Stun to Saya does force a trinket out of the Paladin. Griff may have a trinket available, might be holding on to it. Eyes are picked up for Saya. Vanish available for Griff. Actually got two vanishes back up with the looks of it. How do you have two vanishes back up? I guess the last one was a Shadow Meld, but my goodness, he has an out every single time. Gouge to follow, not playing aggressively. Trying to see if he could back up out of the smoke bomb down as a football flies in. I'm in a U. I can't see soccer anymore. I just gotta say football. Consecration around the corner. Got him some blades at the ready. Same keeps himself with combat. Getting shot onto Holy Saya. does not have an out. Full sepsis at the ready. That's full damage right now for Griff. Wait a second. Holy might just go down. You shield him in his last second. Wake and mashes as much as Griff has himself advantage to get the hell out of dodge in case he needs to. Shadow Strike right after him. This is going to be enough here. Cloak of Shadows for Griff. Holy Sire with a Lay on Hands will not be able to use Bubble here at all. That Lay on Hands is all he's really got. Next stun is going to be the winner. Griff trying to see if he can fight right through it. Does he go down right now? Shadow Step to follow. Blind onto Saya last second. It looks like he might be able to get himself a reset. Saya, do you have a trinket? No, just an eviscerate. Just goes right behind the paladin, slits him, and just gone. My goodness, there is that. Cobra gonna be up next. Griff is going behind the pillar, licking his wounds, trying to see if he can maybe... Actually, I was gonna expect for you just to sit down to try to get some food. I feel like at this point, like, you might as well go for the as much recovery as possible. Cobra is gonna be able to pick up the eye, sending out the succubus. If you were sitting down right now for food, I think it actually would have been a great spot. At least succubus is gonna find you, but at least it would have been able to oh, gotta pull him out. The open does go for the trinket. Gouge to follow. Trinket out for Cobra as well. More to call into Griff. Does he just go down right now? Big explosive. Does go in for the vanish. Is there any damage over time on the guy? Looks like he escaped it scot-free. That was all the vanishes burned. Cobra does not have a second eye available. Parking his succubus out in the open. That thing does need to get itself in invisibility again. Otherwise, Griff could kind of mull you over to it, sap it really quickly, get an opener onto Cobra, and there's not much he can really do about it. Actually, no, he could, right? Because your Soul Link is a thing for all 3 Warlock specs. It used to be only a Demonology thing. But now that it's available for all of them, Succubus CC catching it. Sap is going to be coming off for Cobra pretty early on. Bonza fell into Griff. Does he have a cloak? He doesn't. He could vanish it if he wants to. Gouge onto Cobra, doesn't want to go anywhere, wants to stay next to this crystal, does not want it to break at all. Cheap shot onto Cobra right after. More to call onto Griff. Cobra, this is the opportunity to maybe get some kind of a setup. Infernal sent in with a Casual, but instead, before he can really get himself a big go, that is going to be Griff. Diving into Restealth, Infernal catching him out in the open, so he actually kind of walked Infernal out exactly where he needed to. Cloak of Shadows out of Griff. Perfect opportunity to maybe get some damage with Cobra. Wall right now for the Warlock as a Sepsis out for Griff. Trying to make the Sepsis work as part of the burst with secret technique, just taking the guy out. Doesn't really give him a chance whatsoever. Hollow and Graham are going to be the last ones left over for the team 1, with Hollow going to be out in the open. Got himself some shields available. Griff diving back behind the pillar. Hollow does not have any eyes available whatsoever. Blind immediately by the rogue. Maybe trying to see if he could bait a trinket out of Hollow really early here for the Shadow Priest. Technically, Shadow Priest, if they can get a clean go on a rogue, they could one-bang them. That's also a question, does Griff have any trinkets? Because if he doesn't have trinkets, then you technically could. But like, the question is, does he run that setup? Because you have to run a very specific setup in order to be able to do that. So I guess the question is, does Hollow have it in him? Does go for the human racial. Cheap shot right after by Griff. Does not go for the interrupt or anything. Fear. Does Hollow have himself a go? Big PI. Everything is available. Does he have a setup? Vanish immediately by Griff, as it's going to be full burst out of Hollow. Griff is dotted, however, trying to go behind the pillar. That is going to be the tier set out of Hollow. Got himself the Shadow Ward Death. If Griff tries to go in for a sap or a blind or any CC that breaks the damage, if you have a Shadow Ward Death rolling like this, there's definitely no way that Griff is going to be able to establish that CC. So that gouge that he usually tries to go for before a full go, that should be able to break. Hollow trying to be very careful. Faded for a second. I don't know if he was able to fade a kidney shot or not. I don't think he was, though. Kidney shot right after. Might be a dispersed situation here. Does go for the dispersed. The secret technique comes out. That is still a sepsis roll on the guy. You are pretty high into dampening right now. The dispersed not really giving him much healing. Trinket with an interrupt for Griff. Trying to see if he can kill him by locking him out of the shadow. Cloak of Shadow. No, not Cloak of Shadows. It's just Shadowy Duel. Mind games by Hollow. He's going to be able to give himself a little bit of that survivability. Griff with the Cloak of Shadows trying to deny the flash heals out for Hollow. Does Griff go for a kick? He could potentially go for a kick. Does go for a shot him, but looks like the dots are off him entirely as it is full flash heals for Hollow. Does Hollow have an answer for the next go by Griff? Because next kidney shot is just going to be deadly. Does he have anything here? Because he looks like he has no normal trinket. It's a human racial. Maybe he's got some kind of a ace up his sleeve. Maybe just lives it. Griff, does he have enough damage right now? Eviscerates are coming through. Not secret techniques just yet. Cheap shot. Blind. Hold on a second. Even though Hollow is at low health, I think the fact that he didn't die that go might give him an opportunity here, because only 30 seconds in a disperse, maybe an opportunity to get someone versus Griff. Does get interrupted on Holy, gives an opportunity to have himself a full go with Shadow. Stun right after. Griff does go in for advantage. The Siphon still attacking him. Is going to try to see if he can eliminate a gouge onto Hollow. Does he have a proper go? Kidney shot. Sepsis to follow. Griff trying to see if he can commit full damage. Does Hollow have anything? I think it's just going to be big eviscerates back to back. Does keep chopping him down with eviscerates back to back with Graham. Gonna be up next as the... Also Subtlety? Is that what we're playing? I think we are Subtlety. I think that's where we're at. Griff does dive in advantage. The eyes are available. At least one of the eyes is available. Graham or Griff could go after those if they wanted to. I feel like for Griff, he probably doesn't. Look at Graham, dude. Look at this man sneaking around. The goblin sneak animation gotta be the best. This guy's devious. He's just out on the prowl, man. He's looking. He's out to commit a crime. He's out to scheme. It looks so good. Look at that. Like, this is just like a normal stealth animation, right? Waddling around, looking for the next target. And this man out here just about to scheme his way to a victory, it looks like. It looks so good. Griff does go in for AoE, picking up the ice smoke bomb. Grim nowhere in sight. Now Griff, unless he burns a vanish, he's out in the open. Grim could get himself the proper go. Griff does trust the pillar he is next to. I think he more or less knows where Grim may be. That or he's guessing. Sees him coming down middle. Grim, maybe he can get himself a proper go. Does he get himself a sap? Walks by the guy. Looks like we're just going to be here for a stealthy duel for a bit here, boys. I can see the enemy stealth when I pick up the eye. I can't see the enemy in stealth when I pick up the eye. Really? It should be able to see. So you don't see their health bar, but you should see their character. I get him picked up by Griff. Graham does get himself a sap. Maybe proper go here. Cheap shot onto Griff. How big does he go with a go here? Got him some secret technique really early on. Trinket for Trinket. His Griff is super low, but Trinket out for Graham. If Graham cheat death does not save him, Griff could potentially just end this right now. Big sepsis, big damage to follow. Cheat death just denied. Graham was not given a cheat death by the game. Are you serious? Hold on a second. Griff, why does it say... Was it not a 5-target sweep for Griff? It's just 4? I thought it was a 1v5, but apparently not. Was it not? Did somebody leave? But no. Was it? I don't even know. Apparently not a 1v5. I honestly thought that was a clean sweep, but I guess I'm wrong. Let's get ourselves another one going, yeah? Nosy as well as Saya. Let me know if you guys are ready, if you still got 5-man teams, or if you guys need more homies. We can hopefully find you a couple. How many are we at now for EU? Okay, 353. Wow. Here we are. Ready? Awesome. Breeze ass, let me know if you're ready. Or Saya, whatever you want me to call you. I'm just gonna call you Brizaz or Saya. Is that cool? It's cool. I mean, it's gotta be right. It's gotta be right. No почему первый же бой с этими разбойниками, как же он меня достал? Да. We invite one more? Okay. Do you have somebody, Breezaz, or do you want me to join in to get a +1 for ya? Because I could ask Chell, I could ask Cries, I could ask like all the other homies. But yeah. The Death Knight Paladin's gonna look gorgeous, wasn't it? It was pretty good looking, man. Cowbra, Legendary Hunter with AK, what funny. Yeah, Dal, do you see the patch on Sub Rogue? We do more damage to fix the bug. I did see that they fixed the bug. I do wonder if they'll do like, hey, more tuning and stuff. I feel like Subtlety is not even that scary over Rogue spec. I honestly think Assassination is so much scarier than Sub in PvP. Like, God, man, it's so much scarier. We need one mas? Okay. We need one more. Pass me lead. I'll make the group. We got a spot open if you guys want to join in. Saya needs an uno mas. Saya needs an uno mas if you guys want to join in that, or I'll find somebody on my real ID friends. You guys are all my friends, right? You guys would join us, right? Hopefully, maybe, potentially. Let me do this here real quick. Wait, we got an invite? Cloudus? Oh yeah, get your homie in. I'm fine with that. Is that everybody? Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Okay, cool. And I gotta do. I'm doing some background stuff. You guys don't get to see it. You guys are not privy to this information. It's just boring stuff I'm having to do here. It takes 2 seconds. 2 more seconds. Here we go. Alright. Now I can just focus on the duels entirely. Beautiful. Camu, we'll get you in when we got a spot, my guy. How does that sound? Make a lead. We're good to go. Hopefully. Get us up, team. Paolo's refusing to invite me for so long. Was he really? Huh. We will, what's this? We can't switch teams around after let's do one more and we can switch up teams if you guys want to. How did that sound? Let's do a hook point. I feel like doing a hook point. You guys are all good. You guys are all good. And then after this, if you guys want to switch up to different teams or whatever, switch yourselves around, we could do that. We could do that. Hey Dal, what's up, Justice? There's some kind of a bug where I hope you can help me. You got started Mythic Plus for Galakrond Fall. This is one of the dungeons not valid. So it might be, there is definitely like a thing right now with a mega dungeon when you're trying to do like one part of mega dungeon or another part of mega dungeon where, what's it? Where, what am I trying to say here? There is a, what am I trying to say? So there's like fall and there's rise, and when you try to queue for fall or rise, there is a tooltip error for one of them, right? So you might be trying to do one of those dungeons, but it's not letting you set up because maybe you're trying to do the mega dungeon or not the Mythic Plus dungeon. Are you doing just the Galakrond Fall rise, or are you just doing the mega dungeon itself? It is buggy, is all I know. Some people do have a issue with it. I don't know if it's like recreatable. I did hear about like a couple of people having it, but it doesn't seem to be like Twitch. Doesn't seem to be a widespread problem, Justice, so I have no idea. Schweppy's back in over for the team too with Cobre. Oh, no. Cloudless? Looks like Cloudless, is it? Wait, hold on. Is this Zikari on his different DK? Gonna be a big grippy hand out right now. Schweppy's with the anti-magic shell. Trying to see if he can drop down a dome. Actually, no. Cloudless with the dome. Also, he's trying to drop it down a dome. Both of them bunkering down out in the middle of a hook point. Gonna be a stun attempt by Schweppy's, but the IBF on a Cloudless does keep him moving. Shrinking out of Schweppy's. Got him some death back. Sounds on a Cloudless. Looking to cancel him out right now. This is gonna be death back for Cloudless. Super low on health. Trying to see if he can survive. Looking for more damage. Schweppy's don't know how that all. Cloudless does end up killing him at the last second though. My goodness. That was so close. Oh, Anthrax Blade not want to give Cloudless a chance here. Lichborn is up for the DK. Got himself AMS, but the physical damage. Man taking a gate. I think he's still dead anyway though, right? I think he's still dead. Unless he lives. Does he have a Warlock Hellstone? He's actually got no health. He's alive. Oh, Anthrax would have had you there, but the gate. Hold on, can Cloudless come back? You know what? Normally I don't like people taking the gates like this, but Death Knights are such a glass cannon. I'm like, you know what? I almost am okay with it, just to see if he can maybe somehow claw back a victory here. Stun onto Anthrax. Does he have a trinket? Anthrax does have a human racial. Oh, just goes in for a quick stun. Does end up using the human racial though, so you may need that later. I don't even know if Cobra was supposed to be first there. Succubus CC onto Anthrax. The man left with quite a bit of damage taken from the Death Knight. Gonna be the soul just siphoned out of his body, breaking the shackles that is the bonds of Fel. And the man is just trying to see if he can live. Portals to twist the other rope, but no, man just needs the defensive. Got him someone rolling in, but he's gonna barrage from every angle. It's just over for this guy. The portals are doing a little bit extra additional damage, and there's not much you can really do about it. Grifka gonna be up next versus Cobra. Last time the Warlock versus the Rogue, trying to go for Shadowy Duel, does eliminate the Succubus, cannot help out the Warlock while they were dueling each other, stunned back into Cobra as he got himself tanked up, wall together with the Dark Pact, everything is available, he got himself big sepsis burning down him, massive eviscerates right after, man's not feeling all that good, trying to go for a gateway vanish out of Griff, just trying to see if he can stay aggressive. Infernal does not quite connect, Fear does finally hit Griff though, second Fear right after, Shadow Fury, Bonza fell, Griff had himself a vanish as well as a quick shot as he could almost escape, does go for the cloak, just trying to see if he can end Cobra's whole career right now. Quick shot of meld just to say super giga aggressive with a cheap shot. Does, I think, end up taking him out. Succubus, is he interrupted though? Does he have a Mortal Coil? Needs one? Oh, even though his soul got ripped out of his body, Griff did not need it. He lost a portion of himself in that duel, but he does not want to reclaim it with a stun by Holy. I think Griff does still have one out. At least one more vanish available. Unless he just goes down here right now to Wake of Ashes. Check out Holy Saya trying to end this guy right now. Griff does make an escape. Is there dots? Holy Saya, if he's back to playing a dot paladin build, he should have a much easier time versus Griff. I feel like whatever build he makes, if he can just defeat Griff, the team could actually get a chance to play. But if he can't, really just Griff's team, right? Jareem and Barra, those guys gotta get a chance to play. Sap and a Holy Saya, though, it's really down to him to try to see if he can take down the Rogue Menace. Now, I don't know if Griff got a trinket or not. Like, the UI does not track these things super well anymore. Ever since 10.2 came out, it doesn't really know what to do with trinkets. I think it's because they changed the healer trinkets to be a 90-second CD, while every other trinket is still a 2-minute CD. So I think maybe that's where the bug comes out. Griff trying to see if he can hold on, use an evasion. He is going to be an eye picked up by Holy Side together with Bubble. Griff cannot escape. Stun right after. Maybe this is where Holy Side can make some damage happen. Try to see if he can blast him out with wings. Griff does get himself advantage in case he needs to, and does get to escape. And also, it doesn't track his evasion anymore, does it? That's a forge. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. He does get himself a sap, looking for the food. Holy needs to get some kind of damage to the Griff, or at least some kind of a dot to make sure he doesn't get to eat the entire time. Is going to be going to between saps and eat. Saps and eat. Munch it down. Cool. A baton in his one hand, booping Holy Saya, and a muffin in the other, chowing down on that thing as soon as he can. With Holy hanging out by the eyes. The no eyes are available. This could be an opportunity for Griff to get himself a big go. Double cheap shot back to Holy Side, does it up blowing off the damage cloak, as I think he tried to go on for a stun. So if Griff was able to cloak a shot as a stun, that is huge for him. Gouge as Holy Side got himself Shield of Vengeance blind right after. Griff is just looking for an entire full reset, does not want to fight into Shield of Vengeance at all. And Holy Sire right now does not have a lot of defenses besides a big immunity. He actually does not have a lot of defenses to deal with Griff. So if he's got himself a full go, Shadow Blades at the ready, potential lots of damage, that's going to be big sepsis, physical protection for Holy Saya, Wake of Ashes under Griff, does get himself a restyle that is going to be eyes and backup unavailable. Griff, I think, still has a dot on him. He does have a dot. There goes the sepsis, doing quite a bit of that damage right now. And Holy, I don't know if he can catch back up to the guy. Final Reg does not quite catch him, but still able to hammer down the Rogue. Kidney shot maybe? Does get himself a kidney. Trinket out of Saya with a Hodge to follow. Trinket out of Grifka, the with an evasion. Saya just trying to see if he can maybe live this. Land Hands is available, but the forbearance may be blocking him for a while. Does go for the lay on hands with a Wake of Ashes, maybe catches Grifka, hand over him to keep himself running. Griff got nothing to get himself out of this one, and I think it might be over. Shot him out for a second, blind right after. I think Saya does end up taking him. There's just no way, right? Oh my goodness. Were you trying to walk slowly over Griff's corpse just now? Baron not gonna let it happen, gripping you out the open. AMS immediately stunned right after. Saya looking for an escape, but he's just dotted. Double Ghoul is on, or double Undead is on him. So it looks like Baron is running with his tear set. Hand of Freedom is up for Saya, trying to see if he can get the hell out of dodge right now. Got himself the Wake of Ashes, hitting all the ghouls and everything. Baron, though, unfazed, just trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling. He just needs a couple more clawing shadows, a couple more festering wounds, maybe even a death goal proc or two, and I think he'll just have him. Saya with wings, trying to see if he can play defensively. Look at this, just building all that holy power. Flash of lights, word of glories. This man's got nothing to keep himself alive unless the Shield of Vengeance goes back in just a second. Stun, maybe reverse back into Baron. IBFs out of it with an AMS to protect himself from holy magic. And Saya's back on the run. Hand of Freedom at the ready. He wants to go for his racial in order to be able to give himself a proper heal. Regenerating for Baron was not able to complete it. Looks like either the pet damage or some kind of a dot from Paladin kept it from getting a full heal. Full army of the dead onto Saya, trying to see if he can hide away from Baron. Shield of Vengeance, maybe that'll give you a little survivability, but the dome comes down. Doesn't have spell stealing, one ability from Saya. I don't know what he would be able to spell steal at this point. Oh my god, the Cloven Shadows, the pets is killing him. Goes for a Rake of Ashes to stun the pets, but the diseases catch him, and he gives himself a wall. He just gave himself a wall. There's no shot. That is so good. I love Death Knights when they're able to spell steal an ability from another player, man. And Hollow wants to give this man as much of an auto duel as possible. Baron chowing down, and Hollow wants to give him a proper shot right now. So maybe, depending how this goes, Jareem might actually be able to get a chance to play. Unless if Baron gets himself a hell of a game, then Jareem does not get a chance to play. Shadow Ward deaths are out for Hollow, trying to see if he can build up his series set as early as possible. Gonna be a full army of the dead summoned up. Baron covered himself with an anti-magic shell, breaking into quite a bit of damage into Hollow. The man does not have a lot of health to work with, trying to see if he can just backpedal the hell out of here towards the wall. PI and the ready sounds of the Baron. Maybe can execute him right now, taking quite a bit of damage with the Shadow Ward deaths, though having to go for a disperse with a stun right after. Baron, not a lot of health available, trying to see if he can spell steal an ability from Hollow. Looks like he was able to spell steal something, gripping him in. That's going to be chained for a second. Baron, does he have any way to play this right now? Blind really quick for Hollow, trying to go for a couple of death strikes. That's actually giving him a little bit of help to work with. That's also going to be the runic weapon available. AMS right now going to be a full channel, but Hollow does not get to complete the channel because of the AMS. He might be in a lot of trouble. Hold on, the priest might be in a bad spot. Stun, trying to get some dots. Not a lot of help available. Interrupted her mind games. I think it's over for Hollow. Oh, Baron does take it. Well done with Gremlin. Or Gremlin gonna be up next as Baron. Does he get to sit down with some food? Does he give him a chance? Does he give him the opportunity? Looks like he kinda is letting him. Or is he gonna like skulk around and then shadow strike him? No, he's giving him a proper honor duel. Letting Baron get a proper chance here. Baron does have IBF versus the Rogue. Dome, which is gonna be kind of helpful. AMS maybe somewhat helpful. IBF, AMS immediately in case there's any Shadow Blades. In case there's Shadow Blades, so he's able to actually immune a lot of that 20% additional shadow damage. He's gonna try to see if he can spell steal something from Rogue. I don't think he can spell steal a cloak or anything, can ya? It's gonna be Death and Decay, perfectly set up with the Grem as he goes in for a Cloak of Shadows. Should be clean. Finally get himself a proper regenerate. It is dampened by dampening, but he actually get himself a full heal. I am surprised. Grem hanging out by the eye, Baron picking it up. If he dismounts and sends the pet running over at Grem, he will know exactly where the Rogue is at. He just needs to dismount and send the pet in that direction. Or maybe if you're just looking like to the left of him, if he looks at that wooden wall, maybe he'll see those little goblin feetsies crawling under there. Gonna be disarmed immediately onto Baron with a cheap shot. Secret technique right after. It's Grem trying to see if he can get himself a setup stun onto the Rogue though, with AMS up for Baron. Perfect opportunity for the DK to maybe line something up. Just needs to ramp up enough damage, evasion up for Grem. Baron is actually going to miss a good portion of his abilities. He's going to go for a full blind. Does not have the recovery versus this Rogue. Unless he goes for like a death pack really early, he can't really heal. I think what he could do at this point is just maybe death pack and just try to see if he can make some kind of a play. Got himself resources. It's going to be full army of the dead join in as well. Got himself a trinket, keeping Graham out in the open. No outs for the Rogue. Shadow Separator. Maybe he can just end the duel right here. It's going to go for a gouge, but the pets is still on him. Graham might be in a lot of trouble. I think it's just over. I think the Death Knight does catch him. The pets just got this guy and she's dead. There's nothing you can do. He actually does end up taking him. 3 for Baron. Well done, well done. Fought against Saya, was able to finish him off. Then fought against the Priest, into the Rogue right after. Well done. Let's get us another going here, boys. Yeah, uno más. One more. And I want to do as many as I can. Actually, we'll do as many as I can until my body is just like, hits that exhaustion point, chat. But let's just keep going while I have like a modicum of energy in me, yeah? God, the Priest is so... Oh, come on, also. How about you join in, also? How about you join in? I feel like a lot of times people are like, you know what, they're just gonna judge how others are playing, but they won't step right in. But they won't step into the arena. And I feel like I would want to have you here also. Let's get some First Blood. I don't know if you've been in these deals before or not, because you might have. I'm really bad with names. You might have, but if you haven't, let's get some First Blood in here. Name of the server? Right now we're playing on EU in general, so it doesn't really matter what server you're in. Waiting for one person to change characters. Cool. Saya, let me know if you need more bodies. But when we do this on EU, it means all servers that are within EU region are more than welcome to join in. There's no specific server you gotta play to join. You could play on any EU server and you're fine. But yeah, unless you're asking about our classic server for Season of Mastery, we're on Lone Wolf EU then, if that's what you mean. So much of a one-headed duel warrior again, dude. Yeah, Single Mighty Fury would be great to see again. Armor level till instant corruption, huge, huge. Explanation buffering, yeah, exactly. Also need to add you in BNet. I've done tailoring of, then crafted bags you're on. Also need to add you on BNet. Do we not have each other on BNet? Jake, how do we not have each other on BNet? Yeah, we have to add each other. Lone Wolf is shut for now? Yeah. Yeah, Lone Wolf, if you haven't made a character, you are gone. Yeah, you can't. It's so weird, man. I'm glad we picked the server, though. Now we got each other on PTR. Okay, wow, that's hilarious. Yeah, we do gotta add each other. What the hell? Especially if we had to play EU together, man. Playing Kazakh, I don't have too many people for PvP. Yeah, you can join us, man, if you want them. You can join us if you like. Breezaz, how many boys you got? Or are you looking for more bodies? Let me know, my man. And we'll get another duel going. While waiting for Nosy as well. But if you don't get homie. Alright, he's ready. Nosy. SRWC. I have no idea what that means. Wait, Nosy, did you join a 5v5? Do you guys need more? Do you guys make a group? Sec? Okay. Wait, if they're Alliance, Nosy, you posted in custom PvP, but what if they're Alliance? Because they won't be able to see it, I don't think. Waiting for Grifka. Are you're Horde, right? Because you're the Blood Elf. Is Grifka swapping to a Hunter? Is that what's happening? Hold on a second. I'm interested now. That's gonna be something. Is Grifka's Hunter not Alliance? Is he Blood Elf? Maybe? I don't remember actually. I thought for some reason Grifka is all Night Elves. Or I assumed, I guess. Because Shadow Mode is really, really disgustingly good. But maybe. Yeah, let me know how it goes, boys. Let me know how it goes. Also, I was doing some more research, Jake. Apparently, people are recommending for rogues to run the full poison runes. I don't really know if that's the play or not. I feel like I just recently picked up Double Dagger, and I went to Thunderbluff and I got a gun. That ability owns. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought, but the free combo points and the 50% slow every 10 seconds is actually huge. But also, Mutilate hits really, really hard with both daggers. I didn't realize it would hit that hard. It's actually so good. Ready? All right, let's get you guys into a... Let's do a... You know what? Let's do the Blaze Edge right now, dude. Blaze Edge. Let's do it. Did I save this? 350. Yeah, we go. Now I did. Hopefully. Alrighty. Trying to get you guys back in here. Switch. Got ourselves Cloudless over for the team one, ready to go. I was in a holy death. Actually, I kind of like the smog, like the neck guard that you got going on. I feel like with a lot of sets, it just doesn't look that good. Something about like the way it fits here looks pretty good. Graham though, look at that big old helmet though. I like that a lot. We got Saya back in. Hollow is a shotter piece together with Cobraid here versus Anthrax over for the team two. Alright. Switching over from Warrior to the Paladin, but it looks a bit Baron also in the back here. Grifka got him on the road. Got Jareem. Is Jareem gonna get a chance to play? It looks like he's ready. Mounted up, kind of moving back and forth. Ready and out in the open. I wonder if this man's got his tier set, because apparently, from what I saw, the Arcane Mage tier set is not reduced in PvP at all. So if a mage is able to build up a lot of that missile damage, apparently just shreds through people. Try to see if you go for big go versus Hollow. Potentially lots of damage. Big missiles to follow Hollow. Backing up out of the got himself a bit of healing. No more interrupt for Jareem for just a second. Does get hit with a fear. All the time put him in a much better spot. Stealing that PI from Hollow though. Not gonna let him get a devalue from it. Trying to go for even more missiles. Gonna be that extra pet with the Siphon join in. Does go for a quick invis. Trying to see if he could fade away from the mind games on Hollow. Slowed down. Not much you could really do while Jareem keeps pelting him with those missiles around the corner, blasting him back to back, shifting power right afterwards. Just to get himself the tier set setup. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to watch here. I want to see if he does get himself the big missile barrage in there. Polymorph around the corner. Does himself a big go. Silenced by Hollow. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of setup. Shadow build by Jareem. Just trying to make sure he get himself a bit of a reset. All the time is up. Maybe potentially this could be Hollow trying to clean the all the time off of the guy. Missiles to follow. Does get interrupted. Is that potentially going to be big blaster? Missiles back to back. I don't think he's got a tier set missiles, because I haven't really seen that big barrage yet, but he definitely got himself quite a bit of damage, enough for Hollow to go in for a full disperse. Ring of fire around the corner does not want to let this man out of his sight whatsoever. Barrages back to back. Hollow is just trying to see if he can get himself around the bend behind the pillar so he can finally catch himself a breather or two. Mindful Insanity is actually starting to get a little bit of value as long as he can get some dots on Jareem. Dispel his absorb, he can actually get some decent damage into the mage. The mage does not have an ult time for this one, so this is actually, did he have ult time or was that reversal? Silence with a Migas to follow Jareem, but the Icebuck doesn't even want to let Hollow ramp up at all. Trying to go for a big shadow off of that Migas. Does not look like he gets the stun onto Jareem. Got himself a shield back up, hitting him with a quick breath. Poly to follow. Jareem with a ring of fire. Hollow does not have much to really work with here. Barrages back to back. Fear does end up blocking the fire. Interrupted on Shadow. Knocked out in the open. Missiles around the corner. Hollow, is he going to be okay right now? Taking a lot of damage. Quick fade for just a second. Got himself a little bit of damage back to Jareem, but a touch of the magic is back on him. Might be a lot of might really be a bad situation right now for this man. Might be in a lot of troubles right now as it's a lot of damage getting built up. Touch of the magic slamming. Not nearly as big and intense as I thought it was going to be, because it looked like it was just going to be a ton of damage. Looked like the man healed through it and just kept blasting him out of the way. Because the best part whenever you have a class, they can heal through touch of the magic, but like that damage still builds. I think it was with Sevar too, right? I think he touched the magic at somebody, kept blasting into it. The person started healing really hard through it. But it still coalesced a lot of the damage. It still collects the damage, and then just slammed him, flatlined the guy right then and there. So I'm so used to those particular. Barrage by Jareem, stunned by Hollow with a blink to follow Jareem. Looks like he's got to wait now until cooldowns are available. Big interrupt on the Hollow. Touching the magic is back up. Does himself a perfect setup. All the time available. Fear by Hollow. Playing with super defense right now. This is going for a heal. Trying to go for mind games. No interrupt available. Jareem is going to end up healing into the mind games, but still building up the touch of magic damage. Dispersed to follow. I don't know if he dispersed after touch of the magic or during touch of the magic. Trying to see if he catch him inside of the Ring of Frost. Shifting power for Jareem. Should be able to get the touch and everything available back very soon. The Ring of Frost is up. Could go for Ring of Fire. Almost gets a freeze onto Hollow, but the knockback just sends him up in the air a little bit too high for the Z-axis. Big Arcade Surge is up for Jareem. Potentially big setup. Hollow with a fade for just a moment. That's going to be Jareem. Break it out of CC. I think it was a silence for a minute. I just imagine mad damage on Hollow. Might be in a lot of trouble. I think it's just over. Barrage. Oh my goodness. 4 minutes into that duel. The dampening slowly ramping up little by little. Who's going to be up next? Jareem is ready. Holy Saya going to be up next. This is where Jareem needs to recuperate some cooldowns and then go all out versus Holy. If you can catch him on a Holy interrupt, he'll be golden. Quick bow by Saya. Wants to make sure this is as honorable duel as it can. Jareem does not have a lot of his cooldowns available. No ice bucket, no nothing, at least for about a minute. So for Holy, this is going to be a bit of an advantageous situation, except for the fact that he's playing against a mage. And paladins are generally not amazing against mages and the amount of mobility they offer. Big barrages touching the magic. Pally is going to get himself a big old charge. No Hand of Freedom. Does not want to give the Hand of Freedom back to Jareem at all. The massive damage potentially for Jareem is able to force Holy Saya back behind the pillar, even during his wings. This is where Saya would want to maximize his damage. but he literally cannot. That's way too much of a distance to cover versus the mage. Into and over right after. Hand of freedom last second. This way he potentially could steal it. Trying to see if he can do it. Gonna be a rebuke, maybe potentially out of Saya. Does go for the trick and stun. Jareem having to blink out of there. Both of them are super low. No ice block available. No ice block is available for Jareem. I thought it was gonna give him 18 seconds. Regenerating for Holy Saya. Trying to counter that heal for heal. At least he got himself a cooldown to be able to recover. Saya is still holding on to a Blessing of Protection or Spell Warden, Bubble, as well as a Lay on Hand. So he still got himself a decent stack of cards that he could play right now. As Jareem got himself Ring of Fire, potentially a big setup. Arcane Surge, Touch of the Magi, Bubble right now for Saya. Does not even want to take the damage from this. Gotta be Jareem with a quick invisibility, I think. All the time instead. Holy Saya knows he's in a great spot right now. Barrage out for Jareem. Missiles around the corner. Doesn't he have himself a big setup? I think he went Touch of the Magi and everything thrown into the bubble, which is unfortunate. Saya does not have a way to break out of this immunity there. He has got nothing. Hand of Freedom kind of out in the open. Cannot really break out of this. Shield of Venus to follow Jareem. Catches up a little bit more healing. Shift of power to recuperate some of those resources. At least got himself a shield. As long as he can slow down Holy Saya and keep him at bay, he might be okay, but the man is definitely going to have to play very defensive here, or at least going to have to play very careful. Saya does not have the mobility. Look at him mount up, barrages back to Jareem. As long as he can stay away from Saya and max range the guy, he might be okay. Hand of Freedom is out. Want to spell steal as soon as possible. Doesn't get to steal it. Got himself at least a bit of that shield in order to give himself a little bit of recovery, but it's not much. Touch of the Magi. Jareem is in a lot of trouble. Got himself shield. Touch of the Magi, and the altar time is available. Might have to cancel the altar though, unless he decides to go for it. Breath of the Saya. Stun to follow. Jareem with no help whatsoever. Saya just sees one big hammer and he'll be just fine. Barrages back to Jareem. Poly right after. Man's got himself the hammer last second. Does get ascended. That's how he did it. Is a couple of hammers to wreck past the mage, and he does get to do it. Anthrax is gonna be up next, giving Saya as much of an opportunity to catch up and heal. Saya better be spamming the Flash of Light, Ever Global. Even got himself mana, dude. He got himself the Dragon Spittle to give himself at least a little bit of mana for this. Anthrax is giving as much of an auto duel as possible. Saya walking into this without a bubble. So, Anthrax has Bubble, he has a Blessing of Protection or Spell Warden most likely, unless he doesn't run it. Shield of Minutes for both. Only difference is, Anthrax, it looks like he's playing the Hammer build potentially, while Saya is playing the Final Reg build. And Saya has Blessing of Saints. Trinket are going to be out. Saya also with the Trinket as well. Hammer hanging over the man's head. Saya does have a Shield of Vengeance, whereas Anthrax is not anymore. It's going to be laying hands for Anthrax. He's got nothing, no immunity. Saya could just take this right now. He got wasted everything. This is one point global. It does end up taking him out fairly quickly. Anthrax going for a laying hands there, I feel like was, well, obviously, I think a bit of a miss, but I think an immunity probably would have kept you a little bit alive. But then again, Saya also still has a Blessing of Spell Warden, so maybe it would have still been like a standstill until Saya eventually does take it, potentially. But man, him having to pop a Shield of Vengeance and then Saya getting a full Shield of Vengeance into the guy, there's just not much you could really do. 8 minutes into the duel, 42% dampening, and Baron wants to give Saya as much of an honor duel as he can. Saya does have a bubble coming back up at 40, so this could potentially be his game. He'll have to press Blessing of either Bop himself or Blessing of Spell Warden early here. Full Army of the Dead out. Saya stunned up. Wake of Ashes is out. Will not be able to stun all these pets. Shield of Vengeance right after. Baron got himself the IBF available. I don't know if he wants to drop down a dome or anything. Might have to. That's a lot of damage out of the Paladin right now. Try to see if he can heal through as best possible. Saya get a claw down really quickly. Which one of this immunity does he press? He got to press an immunity. He doesn't get an immunity. No! He doesn't even get one. I don't even know if he has only Blessing of Protection or if he's got a Blessing of Spell Warden, but Baron just clawed him down fairly quickly, got himself full regenerating. Graham also wants to give this an honor deal. You guys are trying to prolong these deals as much as possible, which I appreciate ya. I like seeing more of these deals, but man, I'm so used to you guys just like rushing at each other all vicious, not even giving each other even a single chance, even a smidge of chance to recover. Stun onto Graham. Baron taking a heaps of damage right now. Might just be going down. Deathback cannot heal anymore. At least got himself a little bit of help to work with. Army of the Dead joins in, trying to see if he can slow the rogue down. Shadow Step right after. Got himself a Cloak of Shadows. Nothing stops this rogue at the moment. It is going to be able to take down the Death Knight fairly quickly. Let's just try to see if he can skulk away. Was sliding there for a sec. Griff is going to be up next. Picking up the eye. Should be able to see Graham if he goes in the right. If he goes left instead of right. If he's careful. Graham is hard to see though. I mean, this goblin is impossible to spot actually impossible. Griff thought he was good. I think he spotted Graham. He knows he's on the opposite side. Yeah, Phantom, nice sap. Graham, it's an opportunity for you. I don't know if you trinketed already, but if you have a proper go versus Griff, you might actually be able to make something happen. Cheap shot, not the biggest burst out there. I don't know if it was a secret technique or not. There's going to be a chance for Griff. Does Graham have an out here? Mad execute. Oh, these eviscerates. Not even a cheat death. He doesn't even get a cheat death. What? He doesn't even get a cheat death. He's talented into cheat death. It went on cooldown, but that eviscerate definitely ignored it. What? I don't believe this. Cobra gonna be up next. Stun into a smoke bomb, trying to make sure he secluded himself with the Warlock. Trying to go on this like one-on-one date with the guy. Making sure no succubus gets in the way. Cloak of Shadows right after. Try to stay on Cobra as best as possible. And Cobra porting out of there. Standing next to the gate, ready to take it. I think Grifka knows. Griff knows. Does not play Shadowy Duel this time around, actually. Cobra given an opportunity to go for a Cannibalize. Griff knows that he stands next to the Infernal. He's going to get CC'd. He's definitely, or not CC'd, he's going to get caught out because that thing is radiating heat. Or is it? I know he does it once in combat. Is it still? Looks like the whole Infernal is down. Trying to see if he can AoE down the pet. The Dargler comes out. Got himself a full blind onto Cobra as the succubus CC connects with the fear. Cobra still gives himself a proper go versus Griff. With the stun right after Bonds or fell. How do you respond? Maybe Vanish? Shadow Step just takes the damage to the face. Vanish right after. No, Shadow Melt right after. Wall for Cobra. Portals are up. Griff is going to take quite a bit of damage from his portal. Sepsis out to Cobra as he got himself wall, dark packed everything. Burning through a dark pack like it's nothing. More to cold, trinket right after. Cobra just goes down here, I think. Hold on, through the wall. Oh my goodness. That's Sepsis though. What was that? Sepsis. Apparently is Bursty with secret technique together. What is happening? Aww. Cloudless gonna be out next versus Griff. Do you give this Rogue an honor duel? I don't think you can. I don't think as a Death Knight you can allow yourself to do that, right? Cloudless gonna get his full army up and running. He more or less knows that he can send the goal over. Griff does send the goal in. And that's going to be a smoke bomb down. The ghouls are clawing at the guy, surrounded by the army of the undeads. Not much you can really do. Trying to see if he can find himself an angle versus Cloudless. Cloudless is going to try to see if he can ignore the guy. Going to be a cheap shot. IBF immediately. MS to follow. Griff got himself a vanish. Cheat death right after. Actually, I have a cheat death that lived him. To let him live. And a Cloak of Shadows right after. So he's got himself full dodge that he removed. Second eye is getting picked up by Cloudless. Griff knows he's either needs to get in there or get the hell out of dodge. Sending down for some food immediately. Going to be army of the undead join in. Shadow Blades right after. Got himself potentially a go. Evasion maybe? No. It's going to be a trinket. Human Rage out of Cloudless with a quick death goal, swiping the rogue out of there. Schweppy's last one left. I don't know if you can give this man an honor duel. I mean, the only way you can give him an honor duel is if you like literally wait for 2 minutes until that IBF is back up and Cloudless isn't wanted. Dampening is so high. Got himself a dome down. Grippy hand available. AMS up for Schweppy's also got another dome as well. Both of them got this little bunkers down. Silence on a Cloudless with a stun right after. Does have a pet stone short second into a death pact. AMS as well. Cloudless. Not a lot of help available. Schweppy's with his silence, but Cloudless is just so far behind. There's not much you can really do. Not much you can do once you're just that far back. Griff with 2. Holy sad picking up 2. And just about everybody got a chance to play actually. Well done, well done. I like seeing this. Let's get ourselves another going here, boys, yeah? Uno más. My goodness. Yo, what's up, Dal Papa? How you doing, my man? What's up, Revenge? How you doing, my guy? God, PvP saying, nah, come on, dude. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes these games do feel like they are taking literally an eternity. Not always, though. Like, to be fair, not always. I guess it depends who's playing, what class is playing, right? Going from 441 weapon to 483 weapon. Oh my god. That's an upgrade. That's a big upgrade though, Atha. My goodness. My goodness. Oh yeah, how do I join these? Oh, you just join them through LFG. So whenever they have the groups listed, they'll be listed in LFG. Usually Raid's Legacy section. Yeah, usually in Raid's Legacy section. We're listing for 5V5 1v1 Duels. Anyone in the neighborhood can join. Today we're doing them on EU, or rather tonight we're doing them on EU, and then we'll be doing them more on NA tomorrow. We need 2 for this team. So if you guys want to join in, now's the time. Now's the time to shine, Buttercup. Get in here, boys. Groups are going to be listed, like I said, Raids Legacy under Molten Core. We do that just so putting them in an RBG section gets people kind of confused. So we can't do them in custom PvP because we want to have Alliance and Horde join in on a cross-faction group. So Alistair, get you in here. So we do them in the Raids Legacy, or you could do them in RBGs. Putting them in RBGs will get a lot of people that don't know it's a duel, even though they see it in the name, but they'll just think it's like some kind of like a weird PvP event, and they'll just run in. So then you have goobers going for like 2, 1, 3, 1, kind of jumping people. So we put them in the Raids Legacy on the Molten Core, because who the hell's making a Molten Core group? I mean, maybe somebody would, right? But most of the times, no one. Just us. Genuinely curious how Frost is gonna feel tomorrow. Me too. Chill. Me too. Are you gonna give Season of Discovery a try, by the way? At all? I don't know if you're into it or not. But yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow. NA should be pretty good. Also, see if I posted a tweet with the Arcane Mage tier set damage. Apparently, it is not scaling like it's supposed to in PvP. It's not doing half the scaling value. It's doing full damage, and it's just rattling through people. It is ridiculous. Don't play Gossip. Fair enough. What's happening to Frost? Nothing. No buff. Well, they did get buffed up recently, but Chillpills just ended up playing it and trying to see if he can make it work in duels for tomorrow. Then again, he's trying to make it work for all duels, yeah. Опять против гривки, чтобы его как-то то, я не знаю, это бред полный, я не знаю, что с этим делать. Это рог, это там cooldown reduction ванишем. Это как бы сложно. Я бы спросил Крайзер, я не знаю, потому что он победил рогов в прошлом сезоне. И роги, ну, как саб, не чуть-чуть, не они как его, такие же, как были в сезоне 2. Чуть-чуть поменяли в талантах, но не так много, как Outlaw и SAS. Но я думаю, может он знает, что сделать с этими. Responding to Cobre about rogues. I expect it'll still rot out of that pretty easily. Yeah, I expect the damage will be better. Yeah, potentially. I think it'll come down to like the matchups you get to see. Let's see, who else can I invite, man? Is Cries on? No, Grain though. Let me see if Grain wants to join. Hey, tell 5V5 1v1s. Even before I got to ask him, got a spot just for you. As I was whispering him, he's like, hey, you guys got a spot? Group is ready? Yo, this one is also ready. We got my man Grain back in here, dude. Let's go. Oh my god. Make sure this man gets a chance to play, boys, yeah? Where are you? At least I am. Here we go. Did I make a lead? Great lead. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, we are going to queue up for Dalaran Sewers. Sure, we'll do that. I don't understand, but I agree. Nerf rogues. Huh? I just think that... Oh, that's a lot of Demon Hunters. I love it. I just think that you should do something about the subtlety cooldown reduction thing. That's really all. I feel like if they were to adjust that cooldown reduction PvP, like, sub would be fine. It's just the escapes. Why do you think Frost feels different tomorrow? Have there been any changes? They did buff him this week. What are you playing, Chills? He's playing the OG. Chills on Unholy. I actually been enjoying watching Chills play Unholy. And even Chills playing Blood. Here right there. Check this guy out. What's up, Die by Fly guy? How you doing? I almost messed up your name. But then I kind of focused in. I zeroed in. The extra advantage charge. It's not really the... I mean, the extra advantage is a lot, but it's the cooldown reduction with it after. I think that's like the part that really gets me. Second advantage charge is pretty annoying. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a master of the stealth, but damn, you know. But yeah, switch. Griff gonna be first up by the looks of it over in this team. Tell is gonna be the first one up. Last time Griff and Tell fought, Tell was the Rogue Slayer. Rogues have gotten a rework since though, so my question is, can Tell still fight through them? to this day. Cheap shot, that's going to be meted trinket. Trinket by Grifka. Gouge after. He's just going to take his weapons away into a fear right after. Cloaker shot is for the rogue really early. Tell could go for a bleed setup. Got him some Warbreaker. Blade Storm? No, no Blade Storm. It's going to be a blind. But the rogue does not get himself a full easy reset. Is that still blind? Is it still dots on the rogue? I think there's still a bleed. Is he able to hit him here and there? Tell's kind of blinking all over the place for me, but so is Grifka kind of. But he is able to at least keep some kind of damage on the guy. Griff going in for the autos. Tell if he can maybe drop down a banner on the next kidney shot. He might be okay. Try to see if he can maybe reach Griff. I don't think he can. The only way Griff can reach him is through the auto attacks through the boxes. Tell having to go for a big old leap. Stormbolt does meld it though. Meld was actually huge into a cheap shot. Tell is going to have to take all this damage. Does at least send a defensive stance to try to dampen it. Does not take the most amount of damage. Slow onto Griff. He cannot really escape this Blade Storm all that easily. He goes in for evasion. Can still overpower it pretty easily though. Next Stormbolt could be huge. Into a big parry, bleeds her up on the Griff, does send him with a slow. Griff trying to see if he can escape. If you have a leap, you might be able to reconnect. The rogue is out in the open, he doesn't have a leap. Maybe a charge? Griff still bleeding, might be still rough, cannot go for a proper sap or a gouge. Tell try to see if he can catch the guy. And Griff just tried to wait out the bleeds the best possible. Defense sends for Tell, got himself a banner. Maybe he can slow down Griff, does end up stabbing the banner. But doesn't kill it yet. He can kind of try to see if he can bait him towards the banner. Does he get himself an angle? Try to see if he can stab that thing. He does get to do it though. Tal just needs himself one big stun, one big go. He knows that Rogue has himself a big kidney shot ready. He sees Shadow Blades. He wants to be very careful about it. Blade Storm running by the guy for just a second. Griff wants to go for a kidney shot. Stormbolt before he can connect. I don't know if he got himself another Blade Storm or whatever. Does get hit with a kidney. At least able to get some kind of damage. Big secret together with Sepsis. This way Tal needs something unless he just goes down right now. Cheap shot. Barely lives it. Does get himself a bit more health to work with. Griff trying to see if he can fight him through. Disarm for disarm. The warrior can't do much except stomp around all angry. I don't blame you at all. Tal does end up recovering a lot of health either way. Those shockwave onto Griff. There goes the Blade Storm. He knows he's going to go for a shadow step. And he does go for the step. Griff gets super low though. Vanish right after. Does Tal maybe get him out? Is there still a bleed on the guy? There is a bleed. He does throw a weapon at him. Shadow step around the corner. Trinket. Stormbolt right after. Does go for a cheap shot. Hold on. Tal recovered a little bit of health there. Does he have a parry back up very soon? Griff has himself one more vanish. Wants to go for another step. Tal knows. Oh, almost caught him though. Does he have a leap? He does have a leap back up. Griff, does he have himself an escape? Wants to go for another step. He wants to go charge instead. Vanish for Griff. Does he still dotted? Picking up the eye. Tell if he's careful. Maybe he can pre-parry this. It's going to be a blind. Maybe you could somehow parry. No, kidney shot. Does Griff have enough damage right now? He either does or doesn't. Tell, maybe parry last second. Oh no, it does go down though. No, the rogue. Sapping Usaya before he can really get over to Griff. My goodness, that's a rough one. That is so rough. Griff trying to see if he can bail away from Saya for a second. Eyes are back up, and Saya is going to park himself next to one of these eyes. At this point, Griff, is he going to sit down for food? I almost expected for him just to go sit down. I think Saya also expected it too. It's going to be a sap onto Saya. Griff picking up the eye, trying to see if he can just steal the eyes from Saya. If he can just stay away from the guy, then Saya cannot use the eyes plus immunity to run Griff down. So Griff is actually in a decent spot. And he's just kind of ready to pick up another set of eyes, step into the guy, trying to see if he can maybe juke him out. Gouge on the Saya does at least have a bit of damage. Maybe that's going to be a Blessing of Saint. Does go for Blessing of Saint. He knows he can go for a stun right now. Cloak knows he's going to get a shadow step by the rogue. Blind right after. Saya with a Searing Glare. The rogue cannot really spawn right now. It's going to be a vanish as he does get hit with a Wake of Ashes. I believe there's still a dot with a Wake. Does catch him. Saya is in a good spot. Maybe he can catch up to Grifko really quickly. Trying to maybe go for a step. Doesn't get to reconnect. That's a little unfortunate. If only he had himself a Blade Adjuster or something for that one, then you could at least get the dot rolling on the rogue. That would have been great though. As this is going to be Griff trying to go for yet another go. Saya. Oh man, look at my boy Tell. What they've done to my boy. Griff is walking away. I'm trying to look at my mans over here. I'm trying to literally look at my mans right now. Stunned. Griff does go for a trinket. I'm some evasion, but no outs right now unless he shadow melds. Hold on. Shadow meld, you may need to just do it. You need to meld, re-stealth. Got himself a sippy cup. Hold on a second. Saya, unless he gets himself a big go. Something keeping Griff out of stealth. Does catch himself a sap either way though. Hold on a second. Is this still down on the guy? No, he does get to escape it. My goodness, the amount of escapes rogues have is just... Facility specifically is just disgusting. I guess the rogues are all pretty disgusting, aren't they, right? Outlaw get disgusting huge AoE burst damage. Assassin should get disgustingly big bleeds. Subtlety got the disgusting amount of escapes. Like the rogue in general as a class, one word, disgusting. Stun onto Saya. Grifka trying to see if he can get himself a roll, but it's going to be a wall for Saya into a dis. I'm just trying to keep him out of hand for a bit here as he got himself a bit of damage. Gouge as a Wake of Ashes comes through. That is the wings out of Saya. Blind to follow as Griffin is looking for a full reset here. I think he just wants to see if he can save himself a vanish. I think it's exactly what he's going to do. He wants to save himself one more vanish, sapping out the wings entirely. Getting a shot right after. It is going to be Blessing of Saying, though, really heavily reducing it. Local shadows out of Griff, though. Steel got himself a vanish in case he needs Saya. Next stun you have could be huge. Just on him. No wings available unless he got himself some kind of big procs. Big hammer. Searing glare. No interrupt by Griff. Does going for the vanish. Still standing consecration. Is there still a Wake of Ashes hit him? He is doubted. Saya does throw in the judgment that should be able to help him connect. Blade of Justice. He knows the rogue is going to want to go for reset. Oh, blind. I think it's over, right? Oh my. Oh, cheat death. No. He wasn't going to let him cheat death. He wasn't going to let him cheat death. He burned a trinket just to make sure the rogue dies. That must have felt so bad to do. It's just like, oh, you know, you feel. You're like, I know I need this trinket for the next competitor, but now I am not going to let this rogue out of my sight. I got him now. I'm going to take him. Oh my goodness. He had to. That's the sacrifice that he had to make for all of us, boys, for his entire team. He burned a trinket now so his entire team could flourish. And that's exactly what's happened. Gonna be Saya silenced out, shield of minutes right after stun by the pet. Grippy hand out for Schwepp. He's trying to see if he can just claw the guy down. Nothing's left. Man, that's rough. Alistair gonna be up next, playing out the Frost Death instead of Unholy compared to last week. Got himself Remorseless One to blind out for Schweppies. Alistair can maybe group him back in. No, I think he tried to, but both of the Death Knights have themselves disadvantaged, so they cannot really be displaced right now. Alistair hit with a stun as he's got himself a bit of that damage. Grippy hand available, needs to catch up to Schweppies. If anything, I would just start slamming out the ghoul at the very least, right? Yeah, there we go. At least start slamming the ghoul, maybe get yourself a proc or two. Gonna be Schweppies walking out AMS. Got himself the army of the dead dropping in. Gonna be Alistair with an IBF. Is it gonna be enough though? Alistair's down on his cooldowns for a moment, so I don't really know if he's got himself sustain. As a Frost, I think outside of Pillar, that's really all the damage. That's where all the damage comes from. Got himself a death pack. This is where Shreppy just gonna want to back up out of there. Let the ghouls and the mages do work if they can. Let the main pet get empowered. He does still have a dark pet death pact on him. He can't really heal for a little bit here. Stun to Shreppy's. Maybe Alistair has something here. Silence to follow. Maybe you can make something happen. I think it's just too low health, right? Just a death coil away. Just a couple of glowing shadows. AMS up for a second. Shrep is also with AMS. It looks like able to break through the anti-magic shell either with an auto attack or like just broke through it with just damage alone. Cobra gonna be up next. I don't think he wants to give Shreppies a chance here for an honor duel. Setting out the succubus, at least if anything, gonna let the succubus start attacking the guy. Shreppies does recover a little bit of health at the very least, so he's able to get himself maybe a chance here. Cobra needs himself an angle versus Schweppes. Gripping him in, stun to follow. Schweppes needs to make sure there's always got someone rolling in, either a silence or a stun, something to prevent Cobra from being able to play the game. Does get him grabbed in, does not want to walk away from his bonds of fell. That is going to be an Infernal join in. Blind into Cobra, dropping on a dome, gonna have his soul ripped out of his body with a mortar call right after. Maybe you go to the soul. He got himself a grippy hand. He wants to grip the guy back in. I don't think he can though. AMS is up. That is going to be Dark Glare actually attacking him. What? Is it Glowing Shadows that counts? What counts as a magical attack for Death Knights? Besides like Death Coil. But the Dark Glare actually does do percentage damage to the guy apparently. Interesting. Jareen going to be up next versus Cobra. The guy got himself not a lot of health to work with. And one of the teams has a mage, the other doesn't. So it's not like Cobra can really go for like full recovery here. Sit down and get himself mage food or anything. Although maybe if we can get like Obliv or somebody for the other team, that would work out then. Then we have a mage for either one. Going to be a knockback Cobra eating the fire, and actually I think ends up walking into the fire after the port. Cannot really go anywhere right now. It's going to be a succubus CC onto Jareem. Quick interrupt, quick trinket. Got himself a lot of damage, but a mortal is sending him out for just a second. Got him some missiles as a dark pet is out for Cobra. Maybe he can make something work here. Maybe he can make something happen. Ripping the soul out of the mage for just a second. It looks like he's trying to mosey over to it, but really going for line of sight. The soul's right there. You do have your damage and healing reduced, by the way, by 25%, if not 20. Nova into Cobra. Full cooldowns available for Jareem. Touch of the Magi does get himself a full Dark Glare. I think just needs not even a barrage. I think the guy just went down to the touch of the magic, just erupted them back to back to back like that. Cloudless is the last one left, and we still have a full team of Demon Hunters, or for the team 2 that never even got a chance to play. So Cloudless is to find a way to fight through Jareem, then go versus Anthrax Hunter, and then Dante, or Dante then Anthrax, either one of those two. But he's got to find a way to make his mission work here. Waiting out for Jareem, giving him as much of an auto as possible. I think the only way you are able to stand a chance versus Demon Hunters is if you fight through Jareem and don't have to use too many cooldowns, or don't find this super low. I don't think not using cooldowns is an option. So I think it's all about just trying to maintain your health as high as possible. Silence. Jareem does go for the ult time. Breath to follow. Polymorph for it after. Maybe it's going to be huge. Got himself a little bit of survivability. Full poly CC and Cloudless burst entirely. Polymorph back to back. I'm just trying to see if we can avoid the guy completely. Going to be a grip right in for Cloudless. Dropping down a dome. Not taking a lot of damage. Jareem could be in a lot of trouble. Going to be a Polymorph. Does go for a stun. Has to go for an ice block. Cloudless not taking too much damage right now. That's what he's focused on. Trying to take as little damage as possible. Jareem tried to heal inside of the block, but it's 61% dampening. As of Season 3, the ice blocks as well as certain other heals finally do take dampener damage, or dampener reductions. Oh, what a clawing shadows from a distance though. Dante looks like he's going to be up next. Was it Anthrax? No, just Dante. Cloudless needs to find a way to peel this Demon Hunter off of him. Going to be big hunt. Lots of damage. Darkness down. Cloudless with an IBF. Death back for just a second. Shrink out of Dante as he gets hit with a blind. Cloudless needs to find a way to peel the Demon Hunter off of him. And also get himself a full Army of the Dead rolling in as well. No, I think it's over, right? Trinket. Silence on the DH. No, it's just over. Blade Dance taking him out. Not much you could really do with that one, as it's going to be a stun. Shweppi's taken 2, Cloudless taking 1, and everybody, just about everybody except for one person, got a chance to play. Let's get us another going, man. Не мой день, да. Это роги, это все, детнайты, это все. Все тебе они, все пошли. Saying not his name. Is Dampener Man? Yeah, it is Dampener. Guys, what's the Dal's intro song that plays over Rogue One scene? Oh, yeah. Well, it was called DJ Quad Punch. I don't even know if it's still out on YouTube currently. But yeah. Alright, let me know if you guys got groups, if you guys got 5, or if you've fallen apart. Oh, what do we need? Cobre, Gonski. Alright, we could replace him real quickly. Unless Cobre is switching. I'm gonna assume Cobre is switching over. That or he's gone for the night. Cobre left? Okay. Here we go. Ready? Alright, Nosey's ready. We need one of us. One more. If you guys want to join us, groups are listed over in the Raids Legacy section. You guys are more than welcome to join us. While we're looking for a +1, I'm just looking over all the pings. Okay, I think I caught up with everything. We need uno más. Who do I invite? Who do we invite, boys? What do we got? We got Ash is an A, right? An A. Ben. Have we had Ben in these before? Bug Rika. Who's a regular for these? Cardner? Do we get Cardner in? Somebody to counter the rogue? Rogue that counters the rogue? Limp and Liam, maybe? Pav? Yo. Oh, wait, Pav is your friend. Okay. Rodder? Shy? Is Jareem switching over? Okay. Oh, Sham. Could also get Sham in this group. Okay, wait, so Jareem is here now, but does that mean Nosy lost a guy? Is that what happened? Is that what's happening? Randa? Hold on. Randall Boggs. I want to get you in, man, if I can. But for now, this group is ready. Yep. How many do you got, Nosy, right now? Do you have 5? Because maybe we could get Randall join your group real quick. I could take over and list it. Been a bit. What's up, Dwight? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. If I go before damp, it gets too bad. Taking at least use with me, bro. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. Send him in my group. Okay. Do you have a group listed? You invite. I'll take over. Let me do that real quickly. Chaos Bull doing have the mobs HP at 15 funny. Dude, yeah. Yeah, some of those abilities we're getting at such an early level. I imagine it's like doing some weird scaling stuff for sure. Pass me lead and I'll take over everything. I'll just release this in the Raids Legacy. I mean, I guess Sepulchre is fine. I'm just gonna release it in the, what is it, the Molten Core. Here we go. I'll just release this in Molten Core. I would rather watch Blood than anything else. Yeah. Too many unholies. Or not enough frosts. I think it's a problem. Just not enough frost. Groups are listed, boys, if you guys want to join in. So Grain is in. Randall, there we go. We have 2 rogues then, yeah? Oh, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, 2 rogues is still doable. Here we go. Now we are here. Let's go for... Let's do a Black or Cold. I feel like I haven't done a Black or Cold at all. Because I haven't. We've done what? Dalaran Sewers. We've done the Grand. We've done Blade's Edge. I wish I could get my group back with Snoopy and Big Max. Yo, Doku, that'd be great, man. That'd be great. I'd love to see Big Max play. And Snoopy as well. Didn't Snoopy recently like tweet or something that Feral kind of feels weak right now? I'd love to see how good Feral is. Are they actually weak or am I just imagining it? Hello everybody, I'm doing these duels good before I got duked on. All good, all good, all good, yeah. You're welcome to join back invite if you want to join, my guy. I imagine a lot of people are playing Feral's OP. Hell yeah. I imagine a lot of people are playing the Classic, so I'm surprised we actually got a squad here. But hell yeah, dude. But this week. Is it one of those like, man, my spec is weak, but it's like, shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell them the truth. They don't need to know. Just give us buffs. Hold on, it's a ruse. Hold on, this is what classes do all the time. They complain about being weak when they're not weak and they get buffed. This is how we do it. We're gonna get buffed up. Hold on, Twitch. Cloudless already get blasted out, but Randall, man's got a full death mark on the guy trying to see if he can meld the Death Knight. And Cloudless is taking a lot of damage. Got himself lots of bursts back to Randall though. Trying to see if he can stay off the bleeds and the poisons with a Legionborn and Death Coil spam. As Randall looking to escape Death and Decay on one side, still diseased. Death and Decay on both sides. Does get himself a resell for a second. Cheap shot with a Garrod, Cloak, Evasion, potential lots of damage. I think he got himself a Kingsbane poison and everything. That's a full sepsis. Cloudless is going to take a lot of damage. At least the anti-magic zone can help him against their nature damage, but he's still taking a lot of hits. Randall with a couple of ambushes to more. Actually could get Cloudless super low. Hold on. Duska for the clawing. Where the Anthrax not giving him a chance. MSO for Cloudless. Needs to find a way to escape this as soon as possible. IBF for Cloudless. And I don't know how you make it out of here, man. He can at least slow Anthrax down. Those dots and those glaives are doing a lot. Blind man goes in for a trinket. Cloudless needs to find a way to escape. Does not have a heal. Does go for sounds. Wait a second. Oh! Hold on a second. No way! But he just needs one big go. Does he have a stun? Anything? Stun? Hold on a second. Oh, no way! Oh, he just turned it around. I can't believe it. The amount of damage the Death Knights have is unreal. And he's still alive through a hunt. What is happening? This is the most survivable Death Knight I've ever seen. Got himself AMS. Maybe could make some work with his big grippy hand. Man's flying up in the air. Literally is going to be a bombarding. Hold on, Cloudless can at least go behind the pillar. Maybe he can find a way to live. Pulling his pet back. Does he have a pet sacrifice? I think you just sacrifice the pet, get a new one, right? Oh my goodness. Does he have anything? Blind? Stun? If Dante gets an angle on the guy, it's over. I think, yeah, this crushes him. Oh my goodness. What was that? That was incredible. Alistair's going to be up next from one Death until the next. Got himself the IBF rolling in. Instead of playing that on Holy Death Knight this time, Stone into Dante, he does have an out for this one. Got himself big fell eruption for the entire army of the undeads. As Dante got himself immunity to follow, as he cannot really escape the grippy hand of Alistair. The man's got full grips with the stun, or silence rather. As Dante trying to see if maybe we can make some kind of play. Darkness could drop it down, may need to. Metamorphosis, maybe this will be enough. Big blade dance, oh! Oh, both of them went down. They got each other down. No way, Dalaran is going to be up next. We got Griff and we got Schweppes to hold the fort. I don't know how that's going to go. Tell just try to see if he can backpedal. He's going to try to see if he can put himself into the wall. If Griff goes in, what if Griff's like, what if this was one of those things where you put yourself in the wall, Rogue goes for a shadow step, literally phases the wall, falls through. At some point I remember that used to be a thing with DFA though. That used to be a way rogues used to be able to get out of the arena with DFA. You'd be able to get out and you can't get back in. You were stuck or dead. Sometimes it would be like out no actual floor. Blaze-Storm back to Grifka, trying to see if he can maybe live this damage. Dalaran dropping into a defensive stance. He knows that Grifka is around. Does see the rogue bleeding out though. Into a sap, has himself a Stormbolt to follow. Maybe this could be enough potentially. He knows there's going to be a kidney shot out of the rogue. Disarm real quickly. Big bleeds on the Griff. Does have a cloak of shadows in case he needs to. Trying to see if he can waddle in. I think there's a shift to slow him down. Have himself a step, kidney shot right after, playing very, very defensive. I don't know if Chal has a leap right now. If he has a leap, he does have a leap. Slow into Griff, even with a, not even just a slow, but a route to follow. Gouge does not have a Zerk Rage out of this one. Griff, I think, is still bleeding though. Maybe? If he's not bleeding, he's definitely catching an easy reset right now. Mounting up, Sap. Oh, if only have Zerk Rage for this one. Looks like he's bleeding. Looks like somebody's keeping him out in the open. Sap again. No. Tell. This might be rough for him as Griff does get himself at least a quick escape. Got himself blades as well. If he's not careful, that's going to be a lot of damage taken. No trinket available. Cass will take the sepsis damage. I don't know if he can maybe parry in between. Big secret technique. Oh my god, the amount of damage rogues can do with that sepsis too. That's sepsis though. My god, rogue is so busted. I want to know what the sepsis thing is. This is interesting. I haven't seen sub play sepsis at all. Blink out of Jareem. Rifka catching him with a quick step. Cheap shot yet again. All the time. He knows he's just going to be Jareem catching himself a full reset. He knows he's going to be healing. He's very, very healthy. Did you go shut him up? No, you didn't. Griff tried to see if he could bail out of there as Jareem kind of trying to see if he could radiate this blue, sparkly shift in power, which they're about to switch over into an arcane like pulses, which looks even better. It looks cooler. I think it looks even better what they're doing with the trinket out of Dream. Maybe he has himself a go. Got himself images are available. Poly onto Griff. Does he have a trinket? Does Griff have a trinket? Arcane Surge has himself a cloak. He's running through a ring of fire though. Should get him out in the open. Does get him out in the open. If only Jareem had himself touching the magic onto Griff. Sap? I am very surprised he got a sap. I felt like the ring of fire would still keep Jareem in combat because he's still doing damage to Griff technically. But I guess not. Smoke bomb down. Ring of Frost. Does not get caught. Interrupt him on ice. Hold on. Interrupt him on Frost. Trying to see if he can maybe get the eyes back out of the guy. Will not be able to all the time. Letting Jareem recover a ton of that health. Going to be more blinks for the mage. Shadow Step available every single time. Going to be a quick invis with almost a poly by Jareem. Trying to go for Ring of Frost. Doesn't catch Grifka. If he knocks him into the ring, it might be good. Hold on a second. Touch of the Magi. Potentially big damage. But it's another Tempest as well. Griff cannot really get himself out of the situation unless he goes maybe for a restealth. Waiting out the Ring of Frost just to make sure he gives himself an easy escape. Ring of Fire on the corner. Griff is still taking a bit of damage. I don't even know how he gets a sap like that. He had another Tempest hitting him. I think he walked into the fire maybe, but he had another Tempest constantly slapping him. I thought Jareem was still in combat there. I am surprised. I guess another Tempest is just like a dot. Except I'm pretty sure he didn't use to function like a dot. That or Jareem is not playing the same build as Seavark was. Where Seavark I think might be, I don't even know if we actually play this, but playing the Arcane Familiar, because that thing will hit the walls. And I think when you have Touch of Magi and the Arcane Familiar just keeps hitting, and that's what keeps you in combat, that's what keeps the rogue in combat. Maybe Juke intro by Jareem, potentially maybe could have himself a go versus Griff. Touch of the Magi is active and everything. Wants to go for the big go. Gouge by Griff. Got himself at least dots. Cloak shot is forced out of the rogue. Jareem still has Ice Bucket in case he needs to. Does go for the block. Does he maybe break it early just to make sure Griff gets in combat? I don't think he does. I think he's going to wait it out. Griff does get himself at least a full reset. And Jareem, there goes his big immunity, got himself shifting power. Maybe he can use the shifting power in order to get his cooldown shifted up a little bit, so you could use him a little bit earlier. Step by the rogue, or rather not step, but a shadow strike. Poly, full burst available, no cloak for the rogue, got himself a shadow meld, still dotted though. If Jareem gives himself an angle, ring of fire, does it connect? No, he actually does connect. It does put him in combat, does actually do damage to the guy. Hold on a second, this actually got some kind of damage for him. But Griff looking to evade this entirely. I don't know. Jareem could not catch up to this guy. Trying to see if he can hit him with a Ring of Frost. Will not be able to. Sap. Oh my goodness. He waited out all of those dots entirety. Oh my goodness. 8 minutes into the duel. 40% dampening. Did they change dampening, chat? Because I thought like you get 30% dampening by 8-minute mark, but 40? It seems... Maybe they adjusted it. Ring of Fire right now. Griff is going to have to take a little bit of the damage. Touches the magic together with Tempest. Like, that is enough. The passive damage he does to him is actually very, very decent. He just, Griff has himself all those vanish escapes. Someone keeping him out in the combat. Hold on a second. Griff does get caught out into a kidney shot. Blink available for Jareem. Cheap shot right after him. Just need to go himself for a big barrage. Breath, invis onto that ult of time. Does get a juke out a kick. Griff, does he have anything available? He has some maybe a vanish. There's going to be missiles to follow. Is he still dotted? Does he have anything at all? Trying to see if he can escape. Looks like he's clean. Jareem waddling towards the eye. Grifka does not want to make sure he doesn't get to pick up that eye easily. Does end up dodging out of that arcane explosion though. I almost felt like they would have connected. Got himself getting another sap. Jareem does not have himself a ice block. So the question is, does he have a trinket? Blind by Griff. Just waiting out the eyes entirely. Oh my, second set of ice available. Jareem tried to see if he could waddle over that. Does get himself the cooldown reduction. So maybe he can get him some cooldowns available here. Trying to find Griff. Eyes available. Griff kind of hanging behind the wall though. Jareem get himself a good angle. If he mounts up, he should be able to see the rogue looking out for him. Trying to be careful. Trying not to get sapped up again. If Griff goes around the corner, maybe shadow step sap. Potentially. Maybe. Yeah, I think he more or less knows where Griff is at. I don't know if he got himself the Ring of Fire, Ring of Frost combo for that one. But yeah, got himself explosions. Cheap shot, going to be immediate blink out of the major barrage to follow. Griff can try to see if he can back up out of there. As the touch of magic, he's going to catch him around the corner. Ring of Fire, Ring of Frost. Ring of Fire can still be applied. I don't know if it needs to be applied or not. Barrage to follow. Missiles right after. Griff taking quite a bit of damage though. It's going to be, I think, a decent bit of touch of the magic. Mage actually ends up breaking the breath at the end there. Cloak out for the rogue. Big immunity right now. Jareem, all he has to do is just live this somehow. Full sepsis on a Griffka. You know this is going to be the most amount of damage. Does he have that altar? Hold on a second. No health. Oh, he just goes down to that sepsis. There's nothing you could do. He actually goes down to the sepsis. Oh my goodness, Saya trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a setup. As Griff does get hit with the Blade of Justice, cannot get himself an easy reset just yet. Stun, I think it's out for Griff, right? There's just no way he lives this, yeah? Wake of Ashes, cheat death, dotted, and it's just over, yeah? Getting hit by those hammers. They just roll him. Sweppy's the last one left over this team, dude. What are these sepsises? What is going on? This dot that he's got going, this poison. Normally you think of like a big poison, you think of assassination, but apparently Subtlety got the biggest poison of it all. Hold on, I actually think I know what abilities he's using to make that sepsis do that much damage. I might actually know. Hold on, I'm going to take a look at his talents in my free time, but I think he might have himself that big bursty poison go. Sweppy's having to burn every defensive versus Saya. Saya's still holding on to immunities right now. Sweppy's trying to see if he can maybe keep the pressure rolling in. Maybe he can somehow get some kind of a go versus Saya. Maybe he can get an interrupt on something, anything. AMZ down. Does not have a lot of help to work with. It's going to be dampening. I was about to say dampening. Death Pact. Not really helping him much. Army of the Dead. Big damage on Saya though. Oh, there's just nothing. Man's got him. Actually, press a bop. He's pressed a bop. I thought he had a bubble available. Or maybe he still did. Maybe he still did. The amount of damage, by the way, that the Death Knight did at the very beginning is out of this world. I'm still just amazed how he was able to turn around on a Demon Hunter. He had no health at all, and then just absolutely just looped him. That was incredible. My God. Oh, he did it. Wow. I do think I know what Grifka's doing, by the way, with that first. As some talents that might work together where he can get a big poison damage in there. Yeah, Rogue's a busted, man. Or bomb will face in a range or even what I use at certain times it's still being used. Yeah, we can keep going. It's 6:44. I usually end this duel is about 7, so we got like under 20 minutes left. I don't know if I'll go longer than that, just so I can give myself as much of a break for the night as possible. But yeah, up on facing range when I'm using certain times of being skills, etc. Yeah. Bring more warlocks in these duels, please. Yo, if my man Christ was on, man, you know I'd be in his DMs asking about, yeah. Yeah, Nosy, let me know if you still got a 5 or if you need more bodies, and then we can get you more. So we can keep going. Yeah, Christ ain't on, man. And then we got warlocks on EU, like diabolicals, and they're on NA. So tomorrow maybe we'll see Rav, maybe we'll see diabolical. Need one? Okay, invite. We'll open up the group and we'll try to see if we can get a +1 in here. Saya, you guys hang tight. We're gonna get a +1 here, hopefully. Okay, I'll just relist this with the thing. If I can click the right thing. I'm gonna capitalize it. It looks better that way. All right, so we're missing. Is it 1 or 2? 1. Missing 1. We need Onoma's boys. If y'all want to join them, well, welcome to. Let's see. Who can I pester by joining the 5V5 1v1 DUELS? Gun Goddess? Do I get Gun Goddess in? Jimmy's? How do you even say it? Jelmiz? It's European, that's for sure. Oh, you know what I gotta get in? Let's see if Obliv wants to join in. Vul, hold on. I can get Vul in here. I can get Vul. Or is it Bin? Is it Bin or is it Vul? Bin. Okay, I thought it was Russian letters for some reason. I thought it was Vul. I asked Obliv, I'm gonna try to see if I can get him in. I'll give him a second to respond. But Vul, Bin, I can get you in. Bin, I can get you in. Is it not on? Yeah, it's not on shuffle. Okay, I didn't get a response. Okay, we'll get you in. I can fit you in. Chat, you don't mind me if I rewind the song when we go, yeah? Schweppish. I got you. Why am I making voices? Reverence? Yeah, we'll see if Rev is around tomorrow. Schweppish. Why am I doing voices? I gotta stop. Okay, we're done. Dalaran Sewers, Blackrock Hold, Hook Point, Tiger's Peak. We haven't seen them tigers peeking over. I want to see them tiger peaks, you know what I mean? I don't even know what I mean. I don't even know what that meant. Q, where's it at? There we go. Tigers Peaks. Hope all you boys are having a wonderful evening, by the way. Ooh, there's a lot of rogues. You know what? At least not all of them are subtlety, 2 are an assassination. So you know what? I will say they're different enough. They're actually more similar than ever now, but they're different enough. We'll roll with it. I didn't realize Anthrax switched over. I'm cool with that though. That seems like a lot of rogues. Now the question is, did I save that last one? Hopefully. Oh, our first 360 boys, 360 no scope for EU. And A's in the 400s, and we're just hitting the 360 EU. We gotta We gotta chop, get more games in these, you know what I mean? Alrighty, which? Got ourselves Alistair over for the team 1, ready to go with the unholy squad of Cloudless. No, actually, no. Now the one we're going to be first is going to be Holy Saya instead versus Schweppy is going to be up over on the team 2. We got us as Randall as a rogue. We got us as a Grifka as assassin. We got us subtlety. And we got Anthrax also as assassination with Ben join in. Oh, he's got himself the new set. He's the champion of Kragwa. I love it. Going to be a slows down onto Holy as the Death Knight summoning up the I was going to say demonic horde, the undead, the undying horde. Anti-magic shell. Actually, basically anti-magic shell up for Saya, but it is anti-magic shell actually for Schweppy, so I was going to say Hand of Freedom. I just confused the two. Dome down for Schweppy, trying to see if he can bunker down versus the Paladins. Burst dropping down a quick blind. Grippy hand at the ready. Silence to follow. Saya with a shield of vengeance does not set into that silence long. The Saint actually reduced the silence effect too. Might be a bubble right now to Saya. Not in a great spot, taking a lot of hits. Hold on a second. Whoa! No way, Schweppy's! He just came in with the biggest haymaker and knocked him down. My goodness! Talrion up next, charging in. Does not want to give Schweppy's a chance here. Hit him with a Stormbolt. Big Warbreaker. Hoping to maybe going for a big go here. Blade storming him down. Got himself lots of damage. Spinning up little by little. Into a stun. Interrupted. Reflected back. And Schweppy's taking a bit of damage. Big execute 1. Charge in with a quick, I think, overpower, if not a mortal strike. Taking him out. Ben is going to be up next. Playing out the Elemental Shaman by the looks of it. Yes, he is. Zendalari with a full Aztec look. Champion of Quagma, I love it. Blaze him off a tell, taking a lot of lava bursts back to back. Ben trying to see if he can go for a big Earthshock, charging to a totem just so he can separate from the guy for just a moment. He got himself the Ice Furies as well as a Root Totem around the corner. Root Totem means even with eye and tell. It was trying to see if he can hit him. Look at that, it's gonna move with him. It's looking at him. The totem has actually got a mind of its own. Ice Fury wants to get interrupted. Gonna be Reflect. Ben no longer has to worry about Reflects. He got himself the big knock and tell right in there. It's so good though. My goodness. Got himself Earth Shocks, Lava Burst. He needs to make sure he gets himself Earth Shocks, Frost Shocks to keep the perma slow onto Tell as well as a perma root. Got himself the Guardian Spirits as well. The more damage or healing you do, it's going to replicate healing to you. It's going to be a trinket. Got himself Lava Burst, Wall available, Earth Shock up with a Frost Shock to follow. Looking for a bit of a heal. Fear by Tell while he's waiting out. Cannot move right now. Goes on a battle stance. He knows he's going to want to go for big damage. Does he have a stun dome? Big more knockbacks. Does he have a Frost Shock? Into a burrow. Got himself at least a little bit of survivability. Looking to escape out of there. Looking for a heal or two. The more of those he can get, the better. Stun. Does go for a root. Blaze Stone to follow. Ben is just not in a great spot. I think Ben's just been had. It's going to be maybe executes 1 by Tell. Oh, it does go on, I think, for an overpower. That or a Mortal Strike at the end. I'm not even sure. Almost looked like a slam. That animation. But I don't think it was. Randall going to be up next versus Tell. Seeing the banner. Backs up out of there. Doesn't want to attack him because if he opens up, Tell's going to be able to break it. But if he opens up the banner, Tell's going to be able to stun him. So that banner was actually kind of good for Tell. Does at least separate away. I think the banner still gets some value out of the cheap shot as well as the Garrote. Does not last long at all. Disarm to Randall. Wants to go in for a big go here. Warbreaker out for Tell. Blaze Stone to follow. Got himself at least quite a bit of damage. Randall taking a lot of big hits. Got himself evasion parry up right now for Tell. At least got himself a bit of defense. As long as... Oh! Was that a Death Pact? Death Mark? Did you try to Death Mark him just now? I heard like ting ting ting, like rogue daggers getting parried. I think that might have been like a full Death Pact or Death Mark. I keep confusing the two. I confuse Death Pact, Death Mark, and Death Chakram. I don't know why. I guess it's just the name Death in there. Cloak. Does Randall have himself a full go? Because oh no, he still does have a Death Pact. Oh, Death Mark. He still does have himself a big go. That's how the bleed's big for Tell. Warbreaker for a second. Just throw him into the rogue. Got himself in battle stance. Looking to catch up a little bit of healing. Just needs one big execute onto the rogue. Blind to follow. At least the bleeds are gone. So for Tell, that's actually huge. Randall cannot get himself an escape. He's going to be quick charge. Does get himself a cheap shot either way though. Full dots of backup with a shiv onto Tell. And he's still actually taking quite a bit of damage. No longer have himself the Death Mark to double up the bleeds. But it's still not a great situation to be in. Got himself defensive stance. Cannot really get any second wind healing. While the rogue is out and about with the dots still rolling in, he could just go back in and keep the pressure rolling in with that banner. He knows he doesn't want to open up. I think Tell's about to have his dots drop off, so this is where Randall needs to like decide. He goes in to get the bleeds and keep the pressure rolling, or let Tell start recovering second wind, and he's just letting that second wind tick down. That is unfortunate, but maybe the rogue is just waiting until the next dance. Randall Blazing Foretell kind of moseying over towards the eye, should be able to maybe catch it. Randall maybe could have some kind of a play, sap onto the eye, but it's going to be a Zerker Rage. Just tell with the leap, does have himself a step, waiting out for the leap, and try to see if he can get behind Tell immediately into a Stormbolt. Got himself potentially big damage. Got himself at least a bit of a setup. Disarm onto Tell. Sepsis, immediate disarm onto Randall. Cannot really follow up with damage. Going to be a bleed onto Randall. Trying to see if he can slow him down. Big Bladestorm available while Battle Stance is up. Potential Randall could just go for a bit of a counterattack damage into a parry up for Tell. Randall is actually taken down to the dots. The bleeds are a bit more powerful than that of a Rogues, and Tell does end up taking him out. Question is though, does Tell have any more dots on him? Because Anthrax is running in. If Tell still has dots, looks like he does. Sap breaks, so he cannot get second when healing at all. Yet another Garrote is going to be up. Anthrax hit with a stun. That's going to be immediate trinket. Bladestorm out for Tell. Got himself Reflect. That's going to be a lot of bleed damage. Tell needs to find a way to escape out of these as best as possible. Might have to go for... Does he have Rallying Cry? Does he have anything at all? Fear onto the Rogue? I don't think he can make a play. He needs to heal right now. He needs to heal this moment. Warbreaker, there's just not much you can do. There's just not much you can really do at the end there. Cloudless does go in with a bit of a death pact onto where the Rogue was. Does end up empowering his pet. Cloak of Shadows for the Rogue. Looking to escape this one as soon as possible. Chain, I don't know if the Rogue still has a trinket or not. Does throw in a death call. Cloudless at this point needs to find a way to mitigate whatever's left of these Rogues. You got Anthrax to go through it, and then Grifka. That's not going to be easy. Anthrax taking damage back-to-back. Cloak of Shadows, not much you can really do. He committed a lot of it by the looks of it onto Tell. Used the defense to try to escape Cloudless. Wasn't able to get himself a clean set at all. Assassination only got one vanish. Only one of them. Kidney shot onto Cloudless. Does go for IBF. That's going to be AMS. I think Grifka did go in for Sepsis onto AMS. So I think the damage is gone. Still got himself lots of damage done anyway. Either way, the big burst of Grifka. Death back for Cloudless. Trying to see if he can make some kind of a play. Blind on Grif. Got no health whatsoever. Grifka with advantage. He sees one big global. Does he still have anything? Stun maybe? No, I think it's just over. Does go for the pet stun really short. Into death calls. Hold on a second. Grifka's still low. Cloak of Shadows. I think he would have died to the dots. I think he actually would have died to the Death Knight dots if he didn't cloak that. My goodness, he almost brought it back. He did get a cheat death out of the Rogue. So Griff right now does not have a cheat death. Hold on, the team won between Alistair and Jareem. Did he pick up Eyes? If he picked up Eyes, he should hopefully be able to find the Rogue. Or if anything, dismount, send your pet at him, you'll know exactly where he's at. You'll be able to tell exactly where the guy is. At least Griff does not have himself a cheat death, so if you have another big go set up on him, you could topple the Rogue. Right now it's a team effort, but Griff got to find a way to claw his victory back up. Alistair and Jareem are the only two people standing between him and ultimate goal of just winning this match right now. We are hitting the 8-minute mark. Not a lot of healing available for Griff. I don't think he has a mage on his team either, too. Jareem no longer there, so no longer giving the mage foot at all. And Griff got himself, hopefully by this point, some cooldowns. Shadow Blades is ready and everything. Got himself some strikes. Big Sepsis. It's going to be potential lots of damage. Secret Technique right after. It's going to be huge hits. Alistair with an AMS trying to see if he can deny the Sepsis damage. It still is on him. So as soon as the AMS falls off, that Sepsis is still going to do a lot of damage either way though. And Grifka trying to see if he can avoid the guy a little. As he got himself all his resources. Grifka can get a hit with the Chain of Eyes. Still dotted up though. Is going to go for a cheap shot. Does he have an escape? Does he have any way to fight through him? Got himself an evasion available. Maybe this will be enough right now. It's going to be Alistair with no health at all. Blind last second. Alistair, does he have anything? Down some death pack. Hold on, he got himself at least a little bit of health to work with. Army is still doing a number to Griff. Got himself a vanish. He's still dotted though. He's not dotted. He's got some kind of a debuff on him, but he isn't dotted. That is unfortunate. Alistair should have his death pack clear really soon. That does not have a way out of the next stun. The only thing he can do right now, I think, is try to see if he can get an army onto Griff. Get a stun before the Rogue gets a proper go. That's about it. I think that's all about Alistair can do. Because I think even if you pre-AMS the Rogue on the Secret Technique, which is a good portion of its shadow damage, I think you still go down to the eviscerates. The physical damage is still a little strong. As Alistair waiting for the Rogue, did pick up Eyes by the looks of it, but doesn't find him. Stunned by the Rogue. I think he gets it right here. Unless he somehow bungles it up. I think there's just no way around it. Does end up taking him with Jareem. Last one left. Does Jareem get to bring it back? Rogue still does not have a cheat death. So for Jareem, this is an opportunity right now. Griff does get himself a bit of a retreat behind the pillar. Is Jareem there? He is. Eyes are up on one side, and it's only one that he can work with. Jareem kind of moseying over towards his Eyes. He knows the Rogue is most likely in these situations. Would be next to him. Picking it very carefully. Kind of just trying to see if he can anticipate the rogue. Looking out for the guy. Maybe finds him. He just looks in the right direction. Oh, he got the corner though. He's got the corner perfectly set up. Yeah, Jareem, I guess he's just gonna have to wait it out. Does switch over to the familiar, like I said, actually in the last duel. Or was it the one before that? But he is playing familiar, so it should maybe make it easier for him to keep the rogue out in the open. Trinket for Jareem, trying to knock the rogue back out in the open into an ult of time. And that's going to be Griffin taking a little bit of touch of the Magi damage, trying to go for a bit of a reset. Does he properly get to the touch of the Magi? Does a bit of a hit. The mage trying to get himself an angle. Missiles getting sent in. Ring of Fire on the corner. Griff does get himself almost a reset gouge right after the Ring of Fire. Looks like it never committed. And Griff still trying to see if he can get himself a bit of that reset as Jareem looking out for the rogue. Almost hits him with a, Arcane Orb. But that would have went a little bit longer. That would have bowling balled him out in the open. Jareem looking for the guy. No eyes are available, so it's really up to Griff to figure out when he wants to go for an opener. Knows there's going to be Blink, immediately stunning Jareem as soon as he gets a chance. Does him some sepsis. There goes the big sepsis. This is where you're going to take a lot of damage. Jareem, oh my god, your health might need to block. Oh, that is so much damage out of this rogue. Dude, Subtlety sepsis plays are mad. What is going on? It is a mad amount of damage. It's got to be so cheesy, right? That'll just, the damage is doing a lot. My goodness, it's so much. At least got himself a touch of the magic onto Jareem. Maybe the mage can somehow find a way out of it. No, that's rough. Group hanging out by the one and only eye that Jareem can take advantage of. But the man, he's got not a lot left. No more ice block. I don't know if he's got a trinket. I think he just maybe sitting down for food. That or he's sitting down to accept his fate. Into a step. Cheap shot by Griff. Trying to see if he can maybe take down Jareem. Knocking him back. Still got himself a little bit of that burst available. Missile starting to crack the rogue Ring of Fire. Not going to be able to stop him. Ultra time last second. I don't know if Jareem got anything left. Blink really early. It's going to be done and done for Griff, I think. Barrage to slow him down. Missiles to follow blind. Griff does it, eating the fire damage. Trying to see if he can backstab him. It goes in eviscerate. There's nothing he can do. This rogue is disgustingly good. That sepsis play he's got going on is mad. The amount of damage that does is just out of this world. How is a Subtlety rogue got himself like a poison build going on? Like, what is this, dude? What's happening? How is sepsis becoming good all of a sudden? What is happening? That is insane. That is insane. Are you even playing the what's it called? Gormaz? I don't think I've seen you. Maybe you did use Gormaz, but I'm having a hard time seeing you even use it. Do we need more? We're gonna need more bodies? Or are we done for the night? Because it is about that 702 chat. You need one more? Chat. Would you guys be cool if we called it? Because I am exhausted, man. Doing my first RFC in SOD. Dude, I cannot wait to do some SOD RFC. Okay? Yeah, because I'm just exhausted, man. I am spent. I did not get a lot of sleep, so I'm just loopy and my eyes are closing. I literally feel like I could fall asleep right now. I don't think I can. I think I still gotta finish up some work, but I just gotta take it easy the rest of the night, though, at the very least, man. Get some food, chill, drink plenty of water. I had my coffee for the day too, and it just is not doing anything at all. Not at all, man. It's actually insane. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming by, boys. Appreciate you. We are gonna call it for the evening, though. Tomorrow we got ASUS 5V5 1V1 DUELS over for the region of NA. Cannot wait. Gonna be a blast. I enjoyed the hell out of these duels. This was super fun. One more, Nico. I am spent. I am usually the kind of guy that will go one more. I will go for about an extra hour. But tonight, dude, I just did not get sleep for the last couple of nights. It's been pretty bad. It's been actually pretty bad. So I'm like falling asleep right before I gotta do the stream, and I'm one more. I can't. Again, I can't. I love you, bud. Next week we'll do more, but I hit my limit. I hit my limit a lot, but I pushed through it. This time I'm just gonna listen to listen to my body before it becomes a corpse, you know what I mean? Listen to it while it has some signs to tell me here, you know? Chat, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you guys. Wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be back here tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm streaming Sunday or Monday. We'll figure that out. But yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for another stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Peace.